Patro Shuckle Jam.
Good morning. What's up, fellas? PokeMMO community, we are back. Woo, what's up, boy? Dude, I feel like it's a new age, dude. We are about 1 month exactly away from the Lunar New Year event. Goodness gracious. What's up, boys? Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time zone you're in. Hey, good insert time here to you guys. Okay, what's up? I had a boulder, dude. Have a good food. Look at you bouldering, bro. Good for you, man. Whew. Good for you. I got a few. You can't take over the streams, Zerix. Okay, calm down. I can't let it happen that easily. If chat's gonna take over, you gotta earn it at least. Gotta have a little bit of a civil war first. Dude, happy. Oh yeah, happy MLK Day, dude. Why not, dude? Fucking hell yeah, man. Probably fucking hell yeah, bro. What's up, boys? How are we doing, dude? Pokepath. Dude, ooh, that's gonna be. Oh, Shakespeare, don't make me say it. One of the tougher news. One of the tougher news, man. That's honestly a fantastic stream recap point. So we'll just go ahead and talk about it. We've got a few things to talk about. Okay. All right, fellas. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, fellas. Good morning, PokeMMO community. My name is Patrouski. Nice to have you. How are you doing today? Welcome to PokeMMO Stream Recap 457, I believe. We're pushing towards number 500, which is insane. This is your daily source of tips, tricks, information, discussion, conversation, what's happening inside the PokeMMO community. Someone mentioned, have you started shiny hunting on Pokepath? I guess one or two topics to mention before we go up to the PokeMMO stuff. We have a lot of new catch events today. The PokeMMO staff, man, are unloading the weekend catch events on us recently. We've had catch events Friday, Saturday, Sunday consistently. It's been crazy. We have that today. We'll get to it in a quick sec. But someone mentioned Pokepath. Have I started shiny hunting on Pokepath? It brings me great dismay to say that I think my Pokepath journey might have come to an end. The game is amazing. I want to keep playing the game, but as an adult, I have adult responsibilities. I only have so much time. It's been really hard for me to find time to play and record Pokepath. Maybe I'll play it in my off time just casually, but I have a really hard time recording for it right now. Maybe that'll change in the future. Maybe I'll learn the game and do guides or some point, but I think just for the Pokepath playthrough, I think its time has come. It's a beautiful, if you have not played it, if you grew up playing Pokemon Tower Defense like I did, dude, Pokemon Tower Defense by Sam and Dan Games, oh my goodness, I love those games. Pokemon Tower Defense 1 and 2. I always say I found PokeMMO because I used to just Google Pokemon MMO games, Pokemon Tower Defense games. I used to just combine genres that I liked. Who else Googled Pokemon FPS game? You know, it's stupid, but as a 12-year-old little boy, like, that was the shit that I was doing. I would just Google, like, back when the power of Google was still so fresh to us and we didn't really understand it. I was Googling, I was using it to its full potential, you know, Googling like League of Legends Tower Defense, Pokemon MOBA, you know, like, that was the 12-year-old boy brain was Google, and that's how I found PokeMMO. I wouldn't have found it otherwise without that stupid little brain. So you know what? We're happy to have had it at one point. Yes, it's an honor. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Lunar New Year event prep guide that came out over the weekend, as well as there was a few other. It was one other big guide. The 25 new updated utility Pokemon guide. That was a huge one. You guys seem to be enjoying that. It was nice to get back to. I spent last Thursday just locked in doing a ton of guides, you know. So yeah, 12-year-old Patrouski. Who would have thought 12-year-old Patrouski would have set you up with a job? That's like 15 years later. Gee, wow. Anyways, welcome. Let's actually jump into hopefully giving you guys some resources and giving you guys some information on what's happening in PokeMMO. First things first, we have catch events as per usual. Okay, the art for all three of these catch events also goes bonkers. This is Armaldo leaving behind the Igglybuff, not even Jigglypuff, bro. Why is this so sad? Why is this so, like a dude, the mean Magnemites? Anyways, this is a catch event. I don't know what Pokemon is for exactly. A catch event on Friday the 23rd of January. So we have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday catch events this weekend. Event on Friday the 23rd of January at 3 p.m. ET. Route 14 in Unova. You're catching Wigglytuff, Jigglypuff, Mienshao, Tropius, and Golduck. You can see the species bonuses on screen. Nature bonuses +5 for Brave, +5 for Impish, +5 for Relax, and -5 for Serious. And there is a shiny Igglybuff up for grabs. Shiny Igglybuff up for grabs. You can evolve this into a Jigglypuff or a Wigglytuff. I think Jigglypuff's probably the best of the three with the slight little eye color adjustment. Actually, you know, not the most visually different shiny. Shiny Jigglypuff is a shiny that's really grown on me over the years. I used to not like Shiny Jigglypuff like 4 years ago, but now I actually do really enjoy it. And it's also a cute charm shiny. So this is a utility shiny. So you can make this, you choose the gender? Oh, you can't, unfortunately. That is unfortunate. But I would love if you could choose the gender on this. I wonder if they'll change that, or I'm not sure, but because it's cute charm. Q-Charm is an ability that influences the odds of the wild Pokemon you encounter to be the opposite gender. So if you get a male Igglybuff, it increases the odds of you running into female Pokemon in the wild. This is really relevant for certain breedings as well as shiny hunting. Often you will lead with a male Q-Charm Pokemon to try to get a female shiny as your OT, so then it's cheaper to breed up. So yeah, Q-Charm Pokemon, very relevant, very used from shiny hunters, breeders, all types of players. plus 1,000. If you don't get the shiny, you also can win 1,000 reward points. That's our first catch event. Next, another Wigglytuff on the thumbnail for the next catch event. Loyal Friend. This is on the Saturday, the 24th of January. Excuse me. At 3 p.m. ET, once again, 3 p.m. Friday, Saturday, Sunday catch events. So 3 p.m. ET on Saturday, the 24th of January at Route 213 in Sinnoh. You can catch Chatot, Wingull, Weasel, Floatzel, and Shellos. Chatot with that +7. Huge species bonus. Lots of nature bonuses. +5 for Quirky. That's an uncommon one to see. +5 for Gentle, +5 for Sassy, and -5 for Quiet. Next up, you have a shiny Chatot in this one. Shiny Chatot up for grabs. Really cool shiny. A really pretty shiny hunt to go ahead and skip by just simply winning a catch event. You know, it's that easy. Copium plus 1,000 RP on top of it. Really beautiful Pokemon. Under shunted shiny. Definitely check out the Chatot catch event this Saturday. Next up, the Sunday catch event. I love Barboach and Whiscash. Beautiful Pokemon. Difficult shinies to hunt. I'm interested in this. Oh, whoa. I'm glad I went over these details. Look at this. They've done this multiple times. I wonder if this is a mistake or this will change. I'm not sure. Thank you for the sub, Jaspin.
We're gonna slime you out next year. Sincerely.
Hey,
Brad.
good luck to you, man. As a Ravens fan, the Browns need it, bro. No disrespect. Good luck to Shooter Sanders. Anyways, this is 2 catch events on Saturday. At least if you're in my time zone, of course. They did that recently, and I think it was a mistake. I wonder if this keep in mind, this catch event's date might get changed. And if you want to keep up to date on that, check out the stream recaps. The stream recaps every day let you guys know when catch events are happening. But yeah, that's interesting. Because otherwise, we have a catch event at 3 p.m. on Saturday. And then another one at, 7 p.m.? Like 2 catch events, like 5 hours apart? Saturday's balling, bro. Like, what? That's crazy. Anyways, but right now, this one is planned for Saturday. If you're in my time zone, what time zone you're in? Saturday at 7 p.m. ET, Route 114 in Hoenn. You have 1 hour to catch just Barboach. Nature bonuses are on screen right now, and I'm assuming it's a shiny. No, it's a non-shiny prize. That is sad. That's a bummer. Oh man, I love shiny Barboach and Whiscash. That's a bummer. Love the Pokemon. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I can't think of a single purpose. I love Whiscash. Very cool Pokemon. You can run it Dragon Dance and do some goofy shit in PvP. It's not very good, but it's fun. I can't think of a single use for a level 100 6x31 Whiscash. It's a fun collectible piece, not the most pragmatic reward, but you know what? Not every reward needs to be pragmatic in my opinion. Plus you have the 1,000 RP, so just go ahead and take those reward points prior to the Lunar New Year event, win that free RP prior to event season, and just run with that. Next up, we have a really cool, dude, the resources from the PokeMMO community cannot be stopped, bro. Also, Hyper has been doing so much of this. This comes from Hyper, the I believe global moderator. He's a staff member of PokeMMO. Let's go. Actually, one sec. Let me slide this out so you can see and give him proper credit. Excuse me. This comes from Hyper. Yup, the GM. And he's like, yo, recently, I'm kind of indecisive. I don't know what to shunt. I decided to make a tool to help people figure out what to shunt. And you can use it to make a bingo card for certain like events in your team or in just your friends if you want to do that. But I just like the random Pokemon shiny generator. So like, let's say I want to just do a random ×5 horde shiny hunt today. I don't know what to hunt. I'm kind of like indecisive. It's more important to just get to work, blah, blah, blah. I can go random Pokemon here. Tier 6, which is like ×5 horde, the common shinies. Go generate. Boom. Aggron. Go shine on Aggron. Oh, no. Sneasel. Boom. Go hunt Sneasel. Slowpoke. Like, this is so cool to me. It's so simple, but so beautiful for shunters. And you can also, like, leave everything unchecked and go for, like, rare shunts. Piloswine, whatever. But tier 2, you could go to, that would be a Johto Safari Lapras shunt, What if I want to do, like, what if I'm feeling a rare shunt today? I want to do tier 0, tier 1, and tier 2. Sure. Boom. Tier 2 to egg hunt, fossil hunt. I can go do that, right? I think this is really fun, man. You can also do a bingo card, which looks like this. I don't know if the average player is going to be using the bingo card, but I love it. I love that it exists. 5, but you can change the size of it. You can generate a whole bingo card. And the way that this works is some teams will have what's called like bingo shunt events where you try to like get 5 across or 5 down. So you would be like, oh, if I want this top row, people on my team have to go shunt Smeargle, Mankey, Pachirisu, Spinarak, and Meditite, which are all like, kind of ×5 hordes if I recall. Like that's all horde mons. This might be, you might need to go Arios and breed it down. Some of these are a little bit tougher, but like for all, this is mostly ×5 horde. Pachirisu might be a ×3 horde. I'm not sure, but that'd be a good one to aim for off the top of my head. Looking down, Smeargle, Corphish, Mantine, Clefairy, it's a cool way to go for shinies you wouldn't normally want to go for like team events. Shiny hunts, Shunathons, Shiny Wars, bingo shiny events. There are so many ways to make shiny hunting a little bit more interesting and have fun with it. And once you incorporate other people, I love team-based shiny events because it really gets you invested in other people's journeys, and I feel like that's a huge part of it. What's the website? I will make sure to try to link it in the description of the video, and I'll link it real quick in Twitch chat in a quick sec, but it should also just be over on the forums under general discussion. I'm a big fan. The forums, yes, I can give you guys a link. The forums of PokeMMO, not an amazing place in my opinion. Really, you know, there's a lot. It's kind of a, you know, not the greatest discussion. Forums are kind of like an outdated, archaic medium, unfortunately. However, I recommend if you just follow all the staff, if you follow CMs or follow high-level players, or just follow whoever you want on the forums, and then kind of browse through whatever you want there. I think that's a great way to go ahead and operate the forum. Just check catch events. Like I try to check catch events whenever I possibly can. But anyways, that's all the like daily news, catch event stuff. Now we have our community showcase. And first things first, I gotta shout out, I ran into this guy on the way to my Dreamy Run, the Real Poggers. I've been shouting out people for goofy, fun IGNs. Is a lot of fun. Congrats to this guy. Really cool name. Very talented gamer, of course. Nice job, Real Poggers. Next up, Vault got himself his first ever shiny within PokeMMO. It is Eradicate. Perfect example of a Rip GG's, but it's still like, if you're gonna get a common, if you're gonna get like a Tentacruel, Eradicate, if you're ever gonna get like a you know, super common shiny, you might as well get it for your first shiny because it's still special. It still has that meaning. Your first shiny just feels so different in Pokemon compared to everything else, and it makes you feel like, it makes you believe that you can do, you're capable, you know. It helps build you that confidence. Once you get that first shiny, it really pushes you in the right direction. So it's a really cool thing to see, man. Congrats to Vaults, man. 6,000 encounters, shiny Eradicate. You'll love to fucking see it, man. I'm sure you'll love that rat for a long time to come. Next up, dude, it's cool to see people. It's super expensive to do shiny breeds, so you don't often get a chance to see people shiny breeds, and it happens so fast. Especially average players. This is a perfect shout out to this guy who did this awesome. So this is from Luxom, Luxom. He beautifully created this like beautiful like image as well to like make it really easy to follow. On the left side is his Dragonair before the breed, then the breed's in the middle, and then the right side is how his Dragonair actually came out. So he risked a 31 Ivy roll. And I believe shinies, most people don't know this, shinies actually get better luck in breeding rolls. I don't know why. I guess like just I don't know, just to be nice or whatever. I believe like that 31 is probably like a 50% chance. I don't know the exact number, but it's a higher chance than like normally rolling that 31 is like a 20% chance at a typical breed. When you're rolling between 15 to 31, you have a 20% chance or so to high roll. With a shiny breed, you have like someone in the chat said you have like a 50% chance to high roll. That's just the way it works, you know, which is kind of cool. 50 for high roll, 40 for middle roll, and 10 for low. You get way better odds when it comes to shiny breeding gambling. So it's kind of a neat little activity, right? Even though it's still gambling, right? But we see that 31. So we could see the 31 HP high rolled, and then you go down to like Spadef. The Spadef medium rolled to 21. We take those, and then the speed high rolled 28. So we got two huge high rolls, and the defense. Wait, I just realized he got like 3 high rolls. HP high rolled. Defense high rolled 21. Now if that medium rolled, he was like screwed a little bit, you know. There's like a lot of things here where if it breeds wrong, he's screwed, but this just turned out amazing, dude. Congrats to this is from Luxom. Really beautiful shiny breed once again. Yeah, it's nice to balance out the consumption rate and make good IV shinies attainable for the average player. I think it works perfect. I think it's good balancing. I can't even explain. I think about it more. I can't explain exactly why, but I like the way it feels, you know. Next up, this is from Roman Lynx, who created an alt account, you know, just to grind PokeMMO, created an alt account to make some progress, maybe prepare for event season, I don't know. And he managed to get a shiny Fungus at 939 encounters on his alt account. This was about 29 hours into a storyline, I believe he said. And he didn't even have 8 gym badges yet. So I think this was like on an account, you know, which is really fucking cool to see, man. Congrats to this guy, Roman Lynx. Congrats on the alt account shiny. We take those, dude. Next up, first Iron Man shiny. Always cool to see these. It's 2 times 31 in defense and Spadef. So a very, very good IV placement. Could use as a breeder. Could just keep as, you know, your first Iron Man shiny. There's a lot of things you can do here. Iron Man shinies are really beautiful. First shinies are really beautiful. You'd love to see it, man. Congrats to Owenizer. Congratulations, man. Around 8,000 encounters for that Tentacruel as well. Next up, this is a cool one, dude. This is from Feya. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, but Feya got themselves. They've been holding this one a little bit secret. This was in the Xmas event. In the Christmas event, Feya got themselves a Swarm shiny Glaceon. This is like another reason why I love grinding the events and farming the events, because usually the Swarm Pokemon are really cool mons like Glaceon, like Delibird. What else did we see? there are a few like rarer mons that usually if you go shiny check them, like you have that, you know, that chance, or you're just catching swarms in general, right? You have that chance. Like Pinecrow is a big one. That's a rare shiny, right? You have that chance to just roll a shiny Glaceon, and Faya was lucky enough. It said they got it at 3,000 encounters dry, which is obviously super lucky. Pretty good stats as well. 31 defense, 20 plus HP, 25 plus spit def. Faya did mention they just went 80,000 encounters dry on a shunt before this, so it's always nice to see. I feel like a lot of newer shunters may not understand the RNG of PokeMMO, and I try to always tell people RNG evens out. If you see someone get lucky on a shunt, don't be that person who's like, oh, you're so lucky, I'm super dry right now, blah, blah, blah. Don't be that person. It's kind of like, you know, when you go to a party and you're like, hey, man, like, you know, how are you doing? Like, oh, you know, I'm doing pretty good. You know, I just got a raise at my job or some shit. And someone's like, oh, well, that's cool, but I got a bigger raise. You know, don't be the one-up person or even the Debbie Downer. It's just cool. We should be supporting our fellow shunters, and I think we do a pretty good job. But I do see it occasionally. Whenever I mention a lucky shunt, people always want to be negative, and it's the internet. It's always going to happen. But when someone's lucky, just say, man, hell yeah, congratulations, fuck yes, dude, nice job. And then just take your luck, appreciate your luck when it happens, and fight through your bad luck when you're going through it. You know, RNG in Pokemon always evens out if you play long term enough. If you play long enough, I always say like, Patrouski luck, right, is a term that we use around here. My first shiny hunt was 300,000 encounters dry, right? It took me 8 years, 2,200 hours in game, and then my second shiny was literally my dream shiny Shuckle in the Safari Zone at 106 encounters, and I caught it like on stream. Like it's the stars aligned. You have to fight through that dry streaks for those stars aligned moments, and if you'll have both. Anyone who's been lucky in Pokemon, I promise you will get unlucky, and then vice versa. You got to just fight through. So just keep going, gamers. Shiny Hunting's all about endurance. Next up, we have a really cool from Lemon Meow, a secret shiny Ponyta. I just love this story. It's their first secret shiny, their OT shiny number 7, and they got it randomly while they weren't even single encountering. They were looking for the berry plots in Sinnoh. This guy was trying to berry farm and ran into a shiny. I love this story so much. Here's the zoom in on the Ponyta. It is also 3 times 31. I don't know what the statistical odds of getting a 3 times 31 secret shiny Ponyta are. That's insane. That's like one of the craziest single encounter shinies. Like that's so crazy. The odds of that are fucking insane, man. Congrats to this guy Lemon Meow getting that on the way to, like, he wasn't even like berry farming. He was like learning how to berry farm, and he was looking for the berry plots. Like, I love this, man. I love this story. I love this gamer. Shout out to Team Optic for doing a lot of cool stuff recently in game, and shout out to Lemon Meow Gaming, dude. Really fucking cool to see. That's our achievement showcase. If you want to be featured in the achievement showcase, post your shinies, your accomplishments, your Pokedex completion, your niche stuff. Maybe, you know what? Hey, Patrouski, I'm trying to buy every single apple. What's like a dumb item? I'm trying to buy every single heat rock off the GTL. Here's my collection so far. You know, send me the weird stuff, the niche stuff. I think what's cool about PokeMMO is that people can have all different types of collections and do all different types of stuff, and it's cool to see those weird or nicher things shown off in the achievement showcase. If you have that, or any shinies, whatever it may be, right? Show off what you consider to be an accomplishment or a grind within PokeMMO. It's under my Discord, under Patrouski content, under achievement showcase. I also try to show off just sometimes like shiny hunting posts or whatever. So thanks for watching. Let's go ahead and jump into it. If you have any questions, now the stream becomes kind of like an FAQ. If you have any questions, tips, or tricks, want to learn about PokeMMO, come join the streams. I'm usually live Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Let's jump into it, fellas. Woo, fun intro. What's up, chat? What's up, fellas? How you doing? How you doing? Let me move this over to the stream recap thing. Dude, can I just I'm gonna knock on wood really quick. Knock on wood, man. Have you guys noticed that my stream has like stopped crashing entirely? I'm assuming there was a Streamlabs update that just fixed the bug fucking finally, but I haven't. Knock on wood, my shit has like not crashed much at all. Any tips for people trying to learn flipping? Yes, I've been a little bit out of the market because I've been playing the Ironman account, so I can't comment on like the current state of the market, but I definitely can comment on what it's like to learn flipping. What I usually recommend is just learn one market first and then expand from there. You don't want to try to flip everything all at once. Like what high-end flippers will do is they'll do a certain filter, and like I know Epoch does the I think he does like the 1x31 filter, and that filters out a lot of the garbage, which is a great filter. You saw like this, yeah. But I wouldn't, to a new player, I wouldn't super recommend that. I recommend like just learning dittos first. So what I would do, what I did to learn flipping, right? What I didn't do, but I wish I did back in the day. You know, it's better nowadays. Is just to like sort by dittos and then sort by start date price, and then just kind of like to learn flipping. Don't actually buy anything for a bit. I think it's much better to like just look, just observe. Like when you're learning flipping, it's so much more of just observing the market, observing the prices, burning into your memory. Like, oh, how much is a 2x31, you know, ditto on average? Like, oh, how much is the, you know, 0.31 ditto is not very high priced right now. 31 HP, 31, you know, just random 31 ditto is not that high priced right now. Like this ditto is modest 31, but it's double. So is that really, you know, people were never a breeder, like, you know, what's to say? Like just looking through and learning how much an average ditto costs with an average stat, with an average nature, all the different combinations is just so important. A lot of it's just early on. Like this is obviously too high, you know, overpriced. Like a lot of the early on flipping learning is just practice, and just watching as opposed to actually spending, you know? So like this is like, this could be underpriced, but like the market's so rough right now, I'm not sure. Like this is underpriced, but I wouldn't really flip this. If you're like a super, you'd probably lose a listing fee. This is like almost flippable, you know, but like it's not. If that had like 8k margin as a newer player, you could flip it, but like it depends like where you're at as well. Like I think taking flips with smaller margins when you're new, excuse me, is fine, because you care more about liquidity. When you're learning flipping, you care more about liquidity than just like getting your sales done versus like buying something for 40k and then waiting 2 weeks to sell it for 80k. When you're learning flipping, you probably don't have enough capital to sit on a sale like that, right? So you'd rather just go ahead and buying something. When you're new, I would recommend this for like, you know, maximizing profits. But when you're new and you're learning flipping, just getting the process. So when you're new, buying something for like 32k and selling it for 40k, I think is fine if that sells within like a few days. I think that's a fine thing to do. I would recommend that to like the average player, like maximizing profits on average. But when you're new, those quick flips sometimes just help you build confidence. Let you know you can do it, you know? So like this, you would check this. Like this is probably like cheaper now, but that's, hopefully it helps you a little bit. I would stick to like 1 or 2 markets. Another tip, I guess, when you're new to flipping, abusing alpha spawns when they happen is a really good way to get your foot in the door with a little bit of advantage. When alpha spawns happen, a lot of players sell stuff off. You know, if an alpha Sunflora like just spawned today at 9 a.m. you want to be on the GTL looking up Sunfloras, you know, looking up Sunfloras, seeing what's coming out, you know, what's worth to flip. People will dump prices pretty quickly or misprice or just list things too quickly, and sometimes you can find some really cheap flips during alpha spawn. So definitely keep an eye out for that, especially like with the like female versus male. You can see like male Sunfloras are worth a lot more, it seems like, as breeders. Like yeah, so like that's a good example. Is like if I was flipping Sunfloras, how many new players are gonna look up, oh, I have an alpha Sunflora to sell, you know, let me just check the IVs, not check the gender, and not realize that people actually need a ton of plant egg breeders for shalfa breeding, right? So any male Sunflora is going to be 40k. A lot of people might not notice that, right? So there's things like that to just learn and keep in mind, and just a lot of flipping is just a lot of market browsing, a lot of time, right? Oh, just Pokemon reward points. Pokeyen is way more important. You can always buy reward points with Pokeyen. Pokeyen is definitely way more important than RP. Whew, okay. Sorry, my nose is a little okay. Okay, good question. Good question. I'm not sure. I'm happy though. I think it's fine. I think it's great. Yeah. No, I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine, Alistor. Hell yeah, man. What was your last shiny? Was it Lantern? Big Lantern. Big Lantern. Like it's been so long. It's been since October. I just haven't really been shiny hunting on the on the Armored account as much, you know. Okay. So the thing with okay. Shutting eggs. The problem is you just need so much Pokeyen, man. The hardest part, there's not a whole lot of tips I can give when it comes to shunning eggs. I used to have a video, and like this video is still like, I could go find it. Rare shiny hunting guide PokeMMO. This video still probably has some good information, but this might be one of my more outdated guides at this point because egg hunting has been buffed so much. Let me go find it. Egg hunting has been buffed 100% since the making of this video. Over 100%, which is crazy. So this video, I was really proud of this video when it released too, and now it's like kind of out there. Unfortunately, that's just MMOs. You know what I'm gonna do. But it might still have some good tips and, like, you know, things, but the numbers are gonna be off, like pretty far off, unfortunately. So that might be a little one of my more outdated videos. Gotta remake that at some point. The problem is I haven't been egg hunting a whole lot, so I don't like egg hunting most since the changes. You know, it's a little bit tough. Anyways, all right. Did we just jump into the Iron Man clip, boys? Alrighty, fellas, good morning. It's a beautiful morning on the Iron Man account. I did a ton of work last night off stream that I have not even shown the off stream Iron Man, where also the sun is just obliterating me today. Apologies. I am going to be doing a gym run today because you might notice my Pokeyen is under 1 mil. I set up, and I'm currently still setting up, I think some of the most breeds, if not the most breeds I've ever done in one single session on the Iron Man account. So there is a true breeding extravaganza coming up. But first, I've got to get some Pokeyen back by doing my Jimmy run. So I'll see you guys after this. Okay. Yes. Yeah. All the numbers are way off, Anarchy. Yeah. Unfortunately, you know. Which, I mean, I should say unfortunately. You know, it's going to happen. Iron Man run. Yo, what's up, Emmett's happy to have you. B-Train. Thank you for the 11 months of Prime as well. Thank you for continuing the fucking Prime Train B Train. Much love to you. Hope you're having a good day. It's an honor to have you. I hope the content is still worth that Twitch Prime, man. Thank you guys. And Jaspin, thanks again, dude, once again for the 18 months. I really fucking appreciate it, guys. Really, in January as well. I really appreciate it, guys. Honored to have you. I think it's a, you know, we all know it's kind of a little bit of a quieter time for PokeMMO, but dude, I've been really enjoying this quieter time. Quieter times mean less drama and less, you know, troubled players, to put it, you know. So like, I feel like recently it's just been a lot of the homies just vibing, loving the game. Smooge put out a video recently. It was really cute to see, like, it was really refreshing to hear someone just be like, yeah, like, I'm excited to load up Pokemon. Like, that's how I feel a lot of days, you know, but you know, it's just always different, right? You know, I appreciate it, B-Train. That's super fair, man. That's super fucking fair. Especially with how many movie takes and food takes I give, how fucking boring would it be, you know? I appreciate it, dude. Speaking of movie takes, I know not everyone's gonna love this. I won't delve into the movie Patrouski takes right now, don't worry. But I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys will actually be happy to hear this because it's me moving the needle positively forward on a franchise that so many people adore, right? So I spent about 15 hours in the movie theater over this weekend. Does anybody have a guess? No more movie take, please. No, this is people will like this one, okay? No cocaine bear, I know. I literally spent 15 hours in the movie theaters this weekend because Avatar, good guess. Good. I watched it like 3 times. Good guess. Look at the shiny Sawaddle, bro. Beautiful shiny. It was the Lord of the Rings re-release, you know? So, yes, dude, dude, it was a beautiful, me and my wife literally structured our whole weekend. When you, like, go to the movie theaters for 5 hours a day, bro, you have to structure your whole ass day around that shit. Like, it's so much, you know? We literally, you know, dude, it's Forest Fire. I'm honored to hear that, dude. Much love to you, man. Especially Waddle, dude, fucking nice, man. That was just like a random, that's awesome. Let him But yeah, so I watched all of the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King, in all extended editions in theaters this weekend. I think Friday at 6 p.m. was the Fellowship. Saturday at 11 a.m. Bro, I woke up, took a shower, went to Lord of the Rings. I did that. Saturday, it was kind of a, dude, I felt like and I'm not even, I have so much to talk about this. I'm like rambling. I don't consider myself a Lord of the Rings fan. I really don't. But after this experience, I might have shifted. I might consider myself a Lord of the Rings fan. Like, they're really fucking good movies, man. I'm just not like a super fan the way so many people are. The movies are really good though, man. They have a little bit of cheesiness, a little bit of quirkiness, I feel like. That gets like overlooked, which is a good thing. They deserve to be overlooked. and that, you know, the overlook the, what's it called, like the trope. There's a lot of tropes in Lord of the Rings that I feel like weren't tropes when it was written, you know. That's the problem. But yeah, we watched the Fellowship of the Ring extended edition at 6 p.m. on Friday. Next day we woke up at 11 a.m., went straight to the theaters, saw the Two Towers in theaters, and then Sunday, same thing. Woke up. I was like giddy at night, like excited to wake up. I felt like a fucking kid going to Disney World. Like it was a weird. I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan, but I was literally so excited every night going to sleep to wake up tomorrow. Because I'm a wake up and go straight to work Andy. You know, I wake up, I go to my computer, I start scripting videos, I start recording, I start responding to comments. And I love it. You don't get me wrong, but like, there's something so beautiful when you wake up every day and just go to work. There's something so nice in waking up and having like a for fun casual activity to go, like scheduled to go do, man. So waking up and oh, it was so amazing, dude. It was so crazy. Wait, that's awesome, Tom. Thank you for the sub. Zo zapped, bro. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, man. I hope the content's been worth that to you, man. Much love to you. Thank you for the support. You people like you allow me to be here, man. Thank you, man. Elden Ring playthrough. The problem, man, the problem is I suck at Elden Ring. I suck at Souls-likes, and I don't know if I enjoy them. But I need to commit more time. I need to just sit down. I've talked about it forever. Just sit down and like dedicate a weekend to like Souls-likes, or maybe a week, you know, and really learn them, you know. Maybe I'm just used to it, Rapid. I don't know. I think I'm just used to it on stream. I don't know. It's a good meme. Usually it would tilt me, but I kind of just get over it. Not till, you know, nowadays or whatever. But dude, it was it was really fun to watch Lord of the Rings in theaters, man. They're fucking good movies. And like I watched them as a kid, but as an adult, I missed all like the moral themes. As a kid, I just think it's like a fun story. As an adult, I'm like, oh, okay. Spoiler warning for Lord of the Rings. Spoiler warning for Lord of the Rings. You like can't talk about anything in them without spoiling. So spoiler warning for Lord of the Rings. Final spoiler warning for Lord of the Rings. You know, like as an adult, you're like, oh shit, like so much of the themes are like you have to keep hope, right? A big part of Lord of the Rings is like believing in hope and like not giving into like people, you know, always compare like the ring to like addiction or depression or whatever, like whatever bad, you know, temptation it may be, right? But like Boromir loses because he loses hope. Like he makes an extreme decision because he doesn't see a world where the humans have a positive future because he doesn't believe, you know. Like it's a really beautiful thing about like you have to stay it's just like it's literally like a positive thinking thing of just like half glass empty, like you are full, right? Like you have to believe that things will work out, and the moment you don't, you stop believing, you stop having hope, things, you make extreme or wrong decisions and it crumbles. I think it's really beautiful, you know. I thought it was cute, man. What's up, Gant? Okay, spoiler warning. Spoilers done. Okay, spoilers done. Spoilers done. Thumbs up. The main thing is just what's his name? Anyways, but it's really cute, man. It's really cute. Thank you. Anyways, colon thumb. Lord is legit. I always thought of it as like being good, but it's like better than, it's like legend. It's really, really good. I ended up giving I think the Fellowship. What's your guys' favorite Lord of the Rings out of the trilogy? I think the Fellowship is my favorite. I think the first one's just so good. Legolas was always my favorite character. Legolas was fucking goated. None? I like the Fellowship. I gave the they're all very closely rated. I gave the Fellowship a 9.4 out of 10. And then I gave the Two Towers a 9.0 out of 10. And then I gave Return to the King an well, I gave Return to the King an 8.9, which is like tough because like it's weird because the Return of the King, how do I say this? The Return of the King has like all the payoffs. Like I'm not gonna, you know, no spoilers, right? But like it's the climax movie, so it has all the payoffs, and it feels really good to see all the payoffs. But the pacing was not great, which is weird because the pacing in the first two movies was fucking amazing. I was blown, dude. How the fuck do you make a movie 4 hours long and make the pacing good. Like, it's actually so insane. Big movie guy? Yes and no. I really like movies, and I've only really got into movies last year. So I'm not a real movie guy, not a real, you know, I hate the term cinephile. I refuse to ever call myself or be called that. I think it's really cringe. I think people who refer to themselves as cinephiles usually annoy me. Not always. There are some really nice people who are they just love movies. They self-identify with cinema. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but like, there are, if you're a cinephile, you know that there are so many annoying people who consider themselves. You probably get it, right? And if you don't know, you might be one of the people I'm talking about. It's kind of like there are certain hobbies that make people insufferable, you know? And they're good hobbies. The hobbies themselves are good. Humans are just drawn towards being pretentious and being obnoxious and acting better than thou, you know? Yeah. And like those, dude, they might be the good, you know? I've heard The Pit's good. I haven't seen it. I feel like I've heard good things legitimately. What do we call it? I don't know. So I watched about a movie a day, a little over a movie a day in 2025. And then I think I've watched 22 movies this year. So I'm a little over a movie day. If you want to go see my movie takes, I do have a Letterbox. I feel like Letterbox is like the new up and coming. I feel like a lot of Zoomers are getting into movies. Like, people always meme on Zoomers for watching too much TikTok and Instagram Reels. And don't get me wrong, we do, you know, KW. But like, it's almost like, because so many Zoomers are watching so much short form content, they're starting to pick up, movies are becoming more popular, and I feel like we're starting to pick up more movies to like even it out. Like, okay, if you're gonna watch like 2 hours of Instagram Reels, you also have to watch like 4 hours of movies. Do you like war movies? I like war movies probably much more than I think I do. And Hacksaw Ridge is one of my favorite. I love Hacksaw Ridge. Saving Private Ryan, really boring, but like, you know, basic take but true. I need to watch Black Hawk Down still. I need to watch a lot of war movies. I still need to watch FMJ, Full Metal Jacket. There's a lot that I still need to watch. But what's up, Remaru? How you doing? We're not even doing movie Patrouski, okay? We're just talking about movies at all, okay? Come on, don't give me the not listening this early on. Come on. Yeah, like that. Yes. No, that's fine. Exactly. I kind of like, that's kind of base. Like, I kind of respect, like, life's all about balance. I think a lot of Zoomers are kind of evening it out a bit, you know? How you doing? What's up? I'm excited today. I always love coming back like a Monday, man. I'm always excited to like come stream on Monday. It's always nice to see, like, dude, people got so many shinies over the weekend, you know? No, change of subjects are always welcome. I did not see that, T Katana. I haven't been browsing the Pokemon forums as much because I don't like a lot of the conversation on there. I don't think a lot of it's productive. Some of it is, though. There was some really good productive PvP discussion recently. Like there is, you know, I'm not trying to like ignore all of it, which is tough, you know, but it's a tough situation. Like, a lot of the discussion, there's a lot of cynical doomers on the forums, and there's also some really like expert veteran players who've been playing for 10 years who do have, or 13 years, who do have really good information and really good perspective, you know, on the, like, there's a lot of things, you know. That's fucking, yo, congrats, brosif. Congrats, man. Is it better? Wait, which one? Ever see Apocalypse Now? I have not seen hearing that. Okay, now I need to bump it up on my recommendation. EKS. I think I've always heard about Apocalypse Now. I always get recommended. I didn't know it was a war movie. Or like I didn't know that. I love recommended. It's on my watch list. It's on my watch list. I didn't even know it was a war movie. That's good to know. I'll try to bump it up on my priority list or try to think of it a little bit more. Thank you for the heads. I know I love recommendations. Or I do the true crime. Dude, what's funny is like It's one of the funniest things. I feel like guys, I'm stereotyping here and drawing generalizations. So it's not the smartest way to do things. I'm just happy, you know, not talking very seriously. But it's funny, like guys will watch like I'm guys. Guys will watch like war movies, like Warfare, bro. Warfare was one of my favorite movies of 2025. One of my favorite theater experiences. That was I think Warfare literally kicked off my love of movies and love of the theaters in 2025. For those who don't know, me and my wife have the battle pass at our local movie theater, so we pay like a flat fee. I think it's like $30 a month per person, which is obviously like a lot of money per month, but you can go see unlimited movies or like one movie a day. So we probably see like 10 movies a month, right? We see like, and that's, if you pay $30 a month, that's like 2 movie tickets. A movie ticket, what, $15 a piece for a movie ticket? So like, if you see over 2 movies a month, you're already like coming out on top. We probably see like 10 movies a month, and then on top of it, that's all for date nights, you know? Like imagine if I could tell you, would you pay $30 a month for 10 date nights a month, you know, with your partner? Like I love the movie theater battle pass, bro. Thought on Marty Supreme, it was good, really overrated, sadly, which it sucks. It's like I almost want to lower my rating on it, honestly, but maybe that's too in response to the reaction to it. Marty Supreme is a good movie. The marketing was, and I love Chalamet, the marketing was way too much for it, and Marty Supreme was my most anticipated movie of the year. Whiplash is probably my favorite movie ever made, and Marty Supreme is basically Whiplash with ping pong, but it was expected to be like that, but it wasn't at all. And I think Movie Pass, yeah. Dude, I legit love the movie. It's so, yeah, good move, to be honest. It's fun. Like, honestly, like leaving your house is so expensive. Everybody knows, you know, not to tip, but like leaving your house is so expensive. Doing any sort of hobby or activity is so expensive. Paying $30 a month, so it's like $60 a month for me and my wife or whatever, to have all of our movie. Like, would you pay $60 a month to like go out 10 times a month to go do something? Like, it's so. Or even we could go 30 days if you want to rewatch stuff. But also, like, one of the biggest limiters, like, if you only go watch new movies, right? It ended up being that Picanza, yeah. If you only watch new movies, or if your movie theater only shows new movies, you might run out of content, right? But our movie theater, I think a lot of movie theaters are starting to do this now way more. A lot of movie theaters are re-showing older movies. Like, once again, me and my wife just spent 15 hours this weekend watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy extended editions in theaters. Like, that's fucking awesome. Is it hard being the coolest PokeMMO streamer? You should ask Spidget. He would know a lot more about that topic than me. But what's up, man? Good morning to you. So yeah, Marty Supreme is a good movie. I ended up giving it an 8.8 out of 10. Someone mentioned, I feel like the ending was not the oomph enough. It didn't give the oomph enough for how much of a drama anxiety ride that it was. Also, like, Marty Supreme was not really the movie I was expecting. I think it's more of like it's not really like Whiplash. It's more of like a failure's tale, or like I don't know. It's just like, Marty Supreme was good. Damn you. Marty Supreme was good. It's just not as good as I was expecting, unfortunately. And that's, you know, when a movie scores an 8.8 out of 10, like, oh, I was expecting better. Like, that's tough. That's like, you know, rough, right? Live in Maryland. I can't share the chain, Kurt. Sorry, man. I live in Virginia now. Yeah, dude, I love it. I love the Movie Pass. There are multiple different movie chains that have it. You might need to like call your local, or like, you know, check your local ones or whatever. Like, if you, dude, it's really also like going to the theaters is super nice. I feel like going to the movie theaters might pop back up like post COVID, because like movie theaters were kind of dying during COVID, right? Unfortunately. But I feel like post COVID, you know, a lot of us need a reason to like go outside. A lot of us like work from home, you know, like a lot of us need a reason. The movie theaters, that can be that reason. It can also be like a lot of us struggle with being overwhelmed by constantly being plugged into social media, constantly being like, you know, I could be working, I could be doing this, blah, blah, blah. A lot of us are overwhelmed by the fact that we can just multitask constantly right now. You know, we can, you know, if you want to fucking side hustle after work, you can sign up for DoorDash and go do that. And like, which is good and bad. You know, it's really cool that people have that opportunity, but it's also, it sucks that we all feel, I think a lot of us feel so stressed. Like, a lot of us, like, if we're sitting at home watching a movie, a lot of us, at least for me, I feel guilty. I feel like I should be doing something productive, which is stupid, because the whole point of life is to enjoy your time here, right? The whole point of life is to go to work, make money, so that you can then go get off of work and go do the things you want to do, right? Why are we, like, post work being like, oh, if I need to work more, you know? We've cooked our brain. I've cooked my brain, right? But going to the movie theaters, you're in a dark room, it just shuts you, your full focus is on one thing, and it's so nice, man. It's so nice. I'm not an expert though. The movie theater industry took a huge hit during COVID, and it's been like on a bit of a decline. I kind of think they're gonna have a big pop, like a big comeback. I could be Cope. I kind of think there's like I feel like a lot of younger people are getting into movies. Like, really, you know, everybody watches movies, but like really getting into them. Oru Victor, they have a Twitch Prime, bro. Hopefully the content, the guides, the videos have been helpful, entertaining, something positive to your Pokemon journey to where that was worth it to you, man. Oh, I just bought my mic abuse. Thank you for the Twitch Prime, man. I really fucking appreciate that, dude. Woo. Quiet is plus special attack minus speed. Movies at home. I watch a lot of, I watch a lot of movies at home too. Movies at home are goated. Like, watching movies at home is, oh, I want to play like Super Auto Pets, or like play PokeMMO, or like play a video game while I watch a movie, you know, goated, right? Oh, maybe the rules say don't be a goose. What if I am? Oh, you can be a nice goose. That rule was, it's funny, like, that rule was created, Semtex, when that mechanic was added to Twitch, and I just never changed it. When Twitch came out with like, oh, you can have a pop-up that says you're like, you know, that's like when someone joins a stream, I made that I was probably like 14 years old, like, and now I'm 27 for reference. Like, that's how old, dude. I'm fucking unk. I've been on Twitch for a long fucking time, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Dude, I'm honored, dude. Fucking, oh my, you watched that much, dude. I'm honored, Victor. I love the Iron Man series. I always, like, it's one of my favorite things to record is the Iron Man series, but it's so long and stuff, you know. I get why people, but also, like, the Iron Man series is so long, yes, but it's also because I've like fucking, you know, it's basically 1,400 hours of progress condensed into like 140 hours of video, which is a lot of video, right? But like, it's still, it's a very, I still think I try my best to keep it condensed as much as possible, you know. You're still big bro, not on. I'll take that, dude. Hustles in real time. I have it on Blu-rays. Good for, dude. I like kind of slowly collect DVDs and Blu-rays, and like I like hard drive, you know, physical copies of movies, but it's pretty rare for me to be honest. I have a pretty small collection, but I respect that. Dude, there is a legitimate concern of like, this is exactly what cable did, right? Where cable was like, oh guys, look at cable TV, you can pay $20 a month for all these channels, Poggies, and then it became, oh well, now you have to buy packages, now you have to buy the sports pack, you know. There is a legitimate, I'm not doomer, there is a legitimate concern of like streaming platforms going the same way that cable did, where like once they have you, you're hooked, and now it's okay, well, cable goes from $20 a month to 40 to 60 to 80 to 120, and now you have to fucking bundle it with your internet to have cable at all. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? You know, like, I think there's very much a possibility that streaming services go the same way. I respect the physical, I love physical collecting for anything. I do take nerve with people physical collectors who act like physical collecting is just objectively better. I find that to be incredibly cringe. There's positives and negatives. As someone, like, do you not see, like, this is all my physical video games, you know? There's Xbox 360 is the top row, a lot of PS2 there, a little bit of Xbox One, original Xbox, DS, PS1, Game Boy boxes over there, a little bit of Nintendo Wii. Like, I love physical collecting, right? But it's just positives and negatives. Like, it's just positives and negatives. Yeah, the British flag. Yeah, true. Dude, I've loved the account, Victor. It's been really refreshing. The Shickle Tree Topper. Dude, yeah. Like, dumb little plushies. Looks so goated. It's so messy. I am honored you think that, Jimmy Run. It's a huge compliment. It is, dude, there are some days, like, it's funny, I don't touch my shelves a whole lot. And I don't even hang out in this room a lot I wish I did more, because like, but then like, dude, there are times humans are really bad at smelling the roses, you know? Like, there are times where like I'm like, I look around this room and I'm like, dude, if you showed this room to like 14-year-old, you know, Patrouski, I wouldn't believe that it's all. I wouldn't believe that it's mine. Like I dude, oh my god, like it's crazy, you know. Expensive collectible. Do you count Magic the Gathering cards? If you count Magic the Gathering cards, it's probably I do have a Time Vault, which is probably my most expensive Magic card, which I got a really good price on it, which I'm really proud of. I got it for 636 after taxes and shipping, and I think it's worth right now about either 900 to 1100. That's my most expensive. That was a big purchase. That was the most. Yeah, I think it's the most I've ever spent on like anything. $636. It's a, you know, it's a lot of money. Okay, wait. I missed some subs. Excuse me, arrogant streamer. First things first, Ian is back, gifting more cool duder memberships. Thank you so fucking much. What the hell? Thank you, man. Thank you for the gifted sub, Ian. And then wait, you gifted 2? Wait, you gifted 2? Ian gifted 2. Thank you. And then someone else subbed. I don't want to miss anybody. Who else? I think someone undreamt gifted a sub over to PP Pincher 69. It is thanks to people like PP Pincher 69 that I am able to pay my rent. Thank you so much, King. It's an honor. It's an honor to have you, PP Pincher 69, and thank you for the gifted sub over to him, undreamt. W name. I'm so honored to have you. I don't know what I did, man, but thank you so much for being here, man. What about Magic the Gathering? Yeah, Magic the Gathering. God, it's such a good game. It sucks that it's so expensive, but fuck, it's such a good game, man. Yeah, I have a Magic channel. Yeah. I have a command for that, Mist. Wait, you're goated. Thank you. Yes, dude, that smooth spin. If I showed my current computer build to my 14-year-old self, I would spontaneously combust. It's kind of beautiful. Like, there are so many things. Like, dude, oh my god, you're actually spitting facts. Like, I used to play on a fucking. I bought my first computer that I bought was a refurbished laptop with integrated graphics. I bought it from my work. I used to work at a electronics recycling plant, so I bought a $200 laptop that was refurbished. It had, like, you know, it was just like literally like a shitty, like, for like web browsing basically, but I used it to play PokeMMO back in the day. I used to play old school RuneScape, like watch Twitch, you know. That was my first. If I like, you know, if you show it, that was and that to me was like, I loved that laptop. It was like amazing that I was able to buy that, you know. So it's crazy to think, dude. I don't know, man. You're capable of things, you know. It's one of those dumb little things. Like, we often compare ourselves to other people. I'm doing the meme of, like, you know, philosophical rambles every stream, you know. But like, we often compare ourselves to like other people. But if you compare, this is really, we all know this, but it's a reminder. If you compare yourself to yourself, you're probably like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you're doing a really good job. Like, compare yourself now to yourself 10 years ago. And if you are like, oh fuck, like, that's, you know, you're probably doing a pretty damn good job, you know. Looks like stuff. I'll check it. One sec. I like, dude, all the boxes. This is all DVDs and Blu-ray and stuff. Oh, I see the is that I don't know enough about. Is that like a SNES, like, retro, like, it's not the original, right? It's like a SNES type beat. I see your Xbox 360, the white one as well. Does that one still work? The non-red ringed Xbox 360 is goated. A ton of, that's awesome, dude. I love fucking physical collections of movies, games. Where's Xbox, dude? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy that the Xbox 360 was still successful despite the red ring. You know, it's like it's like one of the craziest things. I loved it. Yes, what's one of the craziest gaming stats of all time was that, like, I think when it was happening, Microsoft said that only like 10% of Xboxes were red ringing, and then years later we're like, haha, just kidding, it was closer to 50%, which is insane. 50% were red ringing. I luckily I couldn't afford an Xbox until the Elite was already out. So I'll never forget the day I got my Xbox. That was a huge deal, you know? So like, I never had to deal with a red ring, thankfully. 50-50 chance. Imagine, dude, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Oh, dude, EKS, I did the same thing where because you can buy VHS for really cheap at some places. I have a few VHS. I have like the animated Hobbit movie from the 70s. I watched that in like school growing up. I have that. I have 2 different copies of that on VHS. It's not like that good of a movie, but it's like I've always found it so interesting. And then and the songs in it are so funny. If you know the Limmy Winks song in South Park, those songs are a parody of the Hobbit songs from the 1970s animated movie, which is funny. But yeah, dude, VHS is a lot of fun. I collected VHS for a while, and I eventually you'll get a VCR eventually. I collected VHS for a while, and then I eventually did get the VHS now, or the VCR or whatever. It's really cute. Like, I don't pop out the VCR very often, probably once a year. But what I love to do is if we have like friends coming over for like a movie night or some shit, if we have friends coming over, I need to clean my gamers, like, get better at this, but having like friends coming over, having stuff like on, there are certain game room tours you'll see on YouTube who do this, where they have like old like PS1 demo discs like auto playing on a random TV, like in the room. Like, I love that aesthetic of like, you're almost like in a Best Buy in like the 90s or in the early 2000s, where it's like you have a random VHS tape playing on a monitor here, a random PS1 game intro or demo disc over here, like all these different TVs that are all on in the room playing different things. I love that vibe. I think it's so fucking cool. It does. The real problem is it makes your room fucking hot, dude. Having that many monitors on does warm your shit up. I do, yeah. Especially, yeah. I always rewind before. You gotta rewind before putting them away, for sure. Yeah, dude. Yup. The PlayStation Jam Packs. Holy, dude. Oh my goodness. Electric bill. It's not, as long as you don't like. If you only have it running for like events, it's like, also like electricity is like. That's one of those things. I was always told growing up, like, oh, close the fridge or blah, 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 turn the lights off. What are you're burning electricity, blah, blah, blah. Dude, electricity is really fucking cheap. It's like 6 cents an hour. It's something like insanely, it's one of those things we were all told growing up, but it's like really not that. Maybe maybe to be fair, maybe in people's areas it's different or whatever, but it's like pretty, like, let me go check. It's pretty fucking cheap, but it depends. If you're gonna like leave your house or whatever, turn off. I still try to turn off the lights, turn off your, computer, whatever, right? But yeah, keep stuff cool. Yeah, well, yes, but even that's like, I don't know. I think over people, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, that's true. That was, if the power is out. That one makes sense. If the power is out, like, don't open the fridge for too. That was a huge. That was a big one. That's a, sorry for the TMI, but we've all had power outages. If your water is out, don't flush the toilet. You gotta keep it for that one big flush. Because you have one flush in the tank. Is that, yeah. No, but it's just interesting. Turn off electricity is more important than turn them off for a period. That's so, that's interesting. I believe it. It's one of those things. Dude, I'm a big fan of. I used to always meme on people for. My wife does this. I would always, this is a great example of when I was just vehemently wrong, and I'll fucking own it, okay? It's like a really small thing, but I used to always clown on my wife because she's the person who opens like a billion apps on her phone and then keeps them, doesn't close them. I fucking hate that shit. I only ever have like 2 to 3 apps. I hate that shit, right? If you ask a boomer to like check their phone and you like double click you'll see they have like every app they've ever opened stays open, right? And I always thought, oh, that must be like a waste of electricity or a waste of, and whatever. I couldn't have been more wrong. Apparently, your phone, I like did a little like a YouTube video research. And I'm not that I researched myself, but I just trust the experts. Apparently, it costs more phone battery to like open and close the app again from scratch than to just keep it open. Like smartphones are meant, they're literally built to have programs running in the background. They were optimized around that. So I'm over here be like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure my phone is clean, and I still close all my apps because it still drives me crazy or whatever. But it's worse for battery. I would have thought it was better, you know. Because I hate having stuff open. Yeah, but it's apparently it's better. It's literally built for that, you know. Did you do an event after you're done with the Jimmy run? I don't think I'll be doing that today, Raywer. Thank you for the good question. Not today, but soon. But like possible. I hate when, dude. I hate when boomers are right. I always, every time, dude. Sometimes they're, you know, like one of the memes, and I kind of like. They're kind of there's some things where it's like you gotta acknowledge positives and negatives. Sometimes boomers are spitting, bro. This is maybe one of my most boomer takes. But after coming home from watching Lord of the Rings, I kind of, maybe I'm just being I don't know. I was talking to my wife and I was like, I hate that I kind of feel this way, but I kind of think it's true. Where I was like, I kind of think like a lot of the frustrations and fighting in the world right now is called, like, I think a lot of people, we're not watching stories with themes and morals anymore, which sounds really, we all know, oh yeah, be good, don't steal, be nice to each other, you know, we all know this, the easy stuff, right? But humans are really dumb. We do forget, and we do need to be reminded. So watching movies like The Lord of the Rings, which is a lot about like not giving into whatever you see the ring to be, depression, addiction, like it could be, and the ring is literally represents like any bad temptation, right? Like if we're all watching like TikToks and like I you know, I'm guilty too, but like I kind of do think we need to be watching more stuff with like themes and morals that just remind us. It's very inspire us. Like we know that we need to be good, blah blah blah, but like sometimes we need to be reminded. Like a huge part of Lord of the Rings is we gotta you know, the elves and the orcs and, or not the orcs, the elves and the dwarves and all, we gotta stop fucking fighting. Like a lot of Lord of the Rings is like getting over like racism and like, hey, we gotta come together, stop fighting, and work together to like fight off like the orcs, you know. Like it's a very like, there's just such like, I don't know, man. And it's just funny, like there's certain people where I'm like, how do you have the beliefs that you have but also like Lord of the Rings? Like a huge part of the movie is about like coming together. Yeah, exactly. Like it's just so funny, you know. I don't know, man. You hear stuff about being good? Yeah, but like, when was the last time we had a good Marvel movie? Thunderbolts is really good. I'll like, okay, look at Superman, right? Like, how many people did you see on Twitter who were like, me before Superman, like doomer, life sucks, world is bad. Me after Superman, actually being kind is the real punk rock. And like, part of me was like, really, you needed a fucking movie to remind you of that? Like, it, you know, that kind of annoys me. But at the same time, whatever works, whatever. Like sometimes you're just in a, we all get in funks, we all get, you know, grumpy. Like, you know, I think it's a good, you know, thing. People are crazy. It can't be that simple. It can't be that, it's lazy, you know. It's because people are lost, they need help, you know. People need love. It's super dumb, but so I thought it was fun. I thought Superman, me and my wife use Superman as the definition of an 8.5 out of 10 movie. Is Superman that amazingly memorable? Probably not. Is it that, you know, it's not that memorable. It's not that, like, it's just a really fun afternoon. I think Superman is a really fun afternoon that will leave you like smiling and happy, you know. I don't know anything about it, Alistor. Superman, I think I'm not sure if I did. I'm not sure. I cry movies all the fucking time. The movie that maybe, and it's funny, like, I don't think of myself as like a what's the word, like activist in this way, but like the movie that made me cry the most, I think, was Okja. Bro, Okja is one of the saddest movies. Okja is really fucking good. Holy shit. People talk about fucking Parasite this, you know, Parasite that. Bro, watch Okja. It's from the same director, I believe. Parasite, it's funny, like, I don't understand why. Okay, this is one of my hotter takes in movies, I guess. People love Bong Joon-ho. I love Bong Joon-ho too, okay? If you don't know, Bong Joon-ho is the guy who made Parasite, the guy who made Mickey 17. He also made more. Now, that's the take, is like, people will be like, oh my god, did you see Mickey 17? Mickey 17 was like incredibly mid. I think a lot of people agree to that, to be fair. Oh my god, Parasite is so good. Parasite is like good. It's not, I think Parasite is the most overrated movie of the past 20 years. The same director also made Snowpiercer, which in my opinion, Snowpiercer is the same movie but better. I think Snowpiercer literally just covers more nuances. It's kind of simplistic, you know, like all class-based movies are simple. I think Okja is better, you know. Why are we glazing? And to be fair, you know what? We're just glazing a good director. You know what? At the end of the day, that's kind of fucking pog. You know what? So I'm complaining about dumb minutia, right? But like, Snowpiercer and Okja are so much better. Both those movies are fucking amazing to me. I still need to watch Mother and then Memories of a Murder. I need to watch. But why are we glazing Mickey 17 and Parasite when Okja and Snowpiercer are right there? They're literally in your fucking arm's grasp, bro. What are you doing? I think we have the exact same take on that, Alpha. The platform, I really like the platform. Like a cinephile? No. I love Happy Gilmore. Poggy. I need to like even out my cringe pretentious movie takes with bad ones. I love Dude, Where's My Car? Dude, Sick, Ashton Kutcher, Poggies. Well, wait a minute. Happy Gilmore, Poggies, Adam Sandler movies. I love Hubie Halloween, Poggies. Like, I need dumb movie takes to even out, to remind you guys that I am stupid. I just like movies. I watched the end of the Bears game. I watched the Caleb Williams throw, the highlight, the Caleb Williams throw on 4th and 4. Dude, I literally I told my wife, I was like, I should be watching these games. We were busy watching, we were watching The Hobbit, you know? I actually agree, like, that is the biggest problem with the new Superman, is that he did feel weak in that movie. I kind of agree with you. He was too weak. He like lost every fight. You're kind of spitting. This punt, Jack. Fuck. But I don't think so. The Big Lebowski. People don't want to know my Big Lebowski take. Okay. My Big Lebowski take might be, the Big Lebowski reshaped how I think about movie reviews. Because it made me have to be so much more soft-handed with my opinions, because I know that my take on the Big Lebowski will drive people crazy. And I have I have to like read my review verbatim, or else I'll get shit on. Okay. Hear me out. If you are a Big Lebowski fan, hear me out. I don't think the movie is bad. It's just not for me. Okay, let me read my review. I ended up giving the Big Lebowski a 1, probably even like a 0.2 out of 10. Like, this movie had nothing for me of value. My review for the Big Lebowski is as follows. This is the biggest disappointment of my 2025 movie arc so far. I always heard amazing things about this movie, and I always assumed that I would love it. It was just a matter of time of when would I watch this phenomenal film. It's a chill comedy about a guy named The Dude, who's a general failure, but also cares too much about things like rugs and bowling leagues. Sounds like a perfect movie for me. I love dumb comedies. I love like underdog, failure character. I love everything about this, right? Instead, I was met with a jumbled up mess of a plot with memorable characters, but with absolutely zero substance, depressingly unfunny jokes, but the Big Lebowski almost doesn't even tell any jokes. It's so lost, so confused on what it wants to be. It is nothing. Nothing happens in this movie. It is not funny. It is not, it's mildly interesting for minutes at best. It's not dramatic. It's not emotional. This is the biggest disappointment of a movie I've ever seen, and I'm just left feeling sad. Sad that I couldn't enjoy it. Sad that I couldn't get it the way that others get it. I also am pissed that people hyped up this movie so much. Genuinely was a waste of time to watch. This feels like a fail. I'm sorry. I know this is like, this is my nicest review of the Big Lebowski possible. Okay, this is the soft. This is like the pulling the punches. This feels like a failed low-budget stoner comedy that nobody has ever heard of from the 90s, except it's worse. It's a wildly successful, acclaimed cult classic, supposed comedy from the late 90s. This movie's only possible redeeming factor was the characters. The acting from everyone is fantastic. John Goodman's insanity. Jeff Bridges all over the place trying to be the chill dude. And then John Turturro's character oozes the most creativity out of the whole movie. But I'm just so fucking pissed at how bad this was and that I can't give it a better score. I can't even give them a 1 star. Begrudgingly, angrily. Yeah, so I gave this... I need to like one sec. I said begrudgingly, angrily, and disappointingly, it's a 0.5 for me, dude. I give it a 1 out of 10. Yeah, the Big Lebowski was like one of my biggest. That was me pulling the punches. Like that's one of my dude. I really want like I said in my review. Dude, I'm not crazy. My wife said the same exact thing. My wife also gave this movie a 1. She gave it a higher score than me. She gave it a 2 out of 10. I gave it a 1 out of 10. It's really sad. I really expected to like the Big Lebowski. Yeah. It's one of the saddest. There's a lot of movies where you're like, this movie is how many, like, do you have video games? There's video games and movies and pieces of media where you're like, I'm going to love this. It's just a matter of time of when I get to it. For me, Gladiator was like that, right? Like I know that I was gonna, well, I don't know. I thought that I was gonna, I was kind of unsure on that one, I guess. And then I watched it, and it was, you know, Gladiator was amazing, right? I'm trying to think, like, man, I really did not like the Big Lebowski. I really thought I was going to. No, yo, congrats. I did not see that, B. Congratulations, dude. Hell yeah, man. Jimmy run over in 14 minutes, but we can stop all the movie talk in a sec. We're almost there, boys. Absolute series? No, I have not. Have you seen The Bandit? No, I have not. Go watch Cocaine Bear? I do want to watch Cocaine Bear. Like, that's what's fucked up is like Cocaine Bear will probably get a better, you know. We've been all across different topics, Rapid, but yeah, you know, I appreciate the W. I think it's a W. Not everybody loves it. I literally just dedicated my weekend to like movies. So that, you know, like the fact that I dedicated. Did I not go to Kanto? Is that what I did with my Jimmy run? Like you'll enjoy it. I really liked, yeah, I like bad movies a fair bit. I liked like Piranha 3D or whatever it's called. We're making eggs. I should make way more eggs. Also, bro, can we talk about people love to complain when we have problems, you know? When eggs were expensive, understandably so, people complained about it nonstop. Why do I never see on social media about how eggs are fucking insanely cheap now? Bro, I bought 24 eggs at Costco the other day for like, it was like 50 cents an egg. It was like, what's the matter? No, not that. No, it was like 10 cents an egg or less. What was the? I'm trying to think. It was like $2.79. I think it was like $2.79 for 24 eggs. That's fucking insane. Like the nutrients. It's Costco. It's fake eggs, bro. You need to get an MRI. You might have a. Come on, bro. Costco is literally known to have like higher quality like food for like most things, man. Your cope. It's your doomer brain, you know? It's not like they're great eggs, bro. $1 an egg here. Bro, fucking it's literally 10 cents an egg. It's so crazy, man. I literally bought 24 eggs for $2.79. The protein, the calories, the nutrients in eggs, dude, it's fucking crazy, man. If I was on my broke boy shit, I'd be eating so many eggs, dude. If you buy like a rotisserie chicken, you could buy a rotisserie chicken for $5 and 24 eggs. That's like $8 and you'll eat for like at least 3 days, if not more, you know, depending on how much you eat, right? Like that's at least 3 days of food for $8. Radioactive? No, it's because their chickens fucking stopped dying. The problem wasn't there some meme where like chickens caught like a disease and that's why the egg prices went up, and the problem is we fix things. It's like people have such short-term memory. It's the same with like, why do you think we had the fucking housing crisis in like 2008 or some shit? It was because we didn't have enough houses. Houses were super expensive, so then we built this happens like every 10 years and people fucking forget. I don't know why our brains are so bad with memory. Every 10 years houses go up in price because we have a huge surge of population. We don't have enough houses. It takes a long time to build houses. Housing prices go up. Then construction companies and like big companies that buy land start building houses like crazy because it's good profit, and then now all of a sudden we end up with too many houses and then the prices go down. It's literally like every fucking we do like the same fucking shit like all the time. Like I don't know how many times people need to see a market go up and down and be corrected to finally acknowledge like, oh shit, you know, maybe it's not the end of the world. Maybe this is just the current state of the economy, and emotions and things pass and things change. Like it's so crazy. Well, the fucking houses, that's been fucking happening forever. You know, like that's not, it wasn't like a, you know, you can point blame, you know, there are problems, but there's ways to answer those problems. You can't just blame, you know. I think a lot, I mean, that's not like, people are really good right now about like finding the source of the problem, but then you don't fix it. You can't just be like, oh, all my problems are caused by the fact that you know, blah blah blah. Okay, now what do you do next? Then what? That's cool, that's fine. Now what do you do then? So many people like try to like everybody loves a scapegoat right now. I've never seen more of a society that loves a scapegoat than like me blaming all my problems on fucking one thing and then be like, okay, then what? Solve your problems. Plan to solve. Yeah. It's hard. It takes time. I get it, you know? Of goth mommies. That might be true. Like, you know, like I'm not even, you know, I'm open to your problems being caused by, the reality is most people's problems are caused by a multifaceted like array of things, like your physical health, your mental health, your financial circumstance, like your family circumstance, like everything is like, but everybody loves to like, oh, it's really simple if I just blame one company or one person or like what, you know, and there are problems, but like we can't just, it's just so lazy and boring to like, you don't solve problems, you know? If you just like have the scapegoat, you don't solve things, right? That's really fucking cool, Alan. Hell yeah. Why the cottony? It just sets up tailwind and passes away. Your egg propaganda. I'm just saying, go check, you know, maybe not for everybody, but go check your egg prices, man. They might be good, you know? Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not someone who's like, I'm not here, you know, I like to think that I have multifaceted opinions. I'm not over here like, come on guys, like pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Like food is fucking expensive. Rent is fucking expensive. I'm not saying they aren't. I'm fucking, you know, I don't make a lot of money. Like I get it. But the problem is I grew up poor. When you grow up poor, you know your whole life, yeah, things are expensive. So what? What can I do? What can I do? Right? You have to think about the next step. It can't just be like, oh man, things are expensive, the world is fucked, I'm gonna TikTok scroll and cry. Like, no, bro, you gotta get to work. You gotta go fucking find coupons or find good deals or like, you know, go do shit. Like, I know it's hard, it's really hard, you know, but like, yeah, anyways. I'm honored to hear. Yeah, like, it's funny, like, we see a lot of the same parallels in life in PokeMMO. How many people, like, it's happening in the PokeMMO economy, you know? Yes, the PokeMMO economy is rough right now for selling Pokemon for profit, right? So what do you do about it? What do? You gym rerun, you trainer rerun, you do things that give you pure yen, you emulate, you know, you have to like fix your problems and adjust and work, and you know, you can't just point out the problems. You can be like, hey man, these problems are really weighing me down. It's making it really hard to make progress recently, and that's really weighing on my mind. That's Giga Chad and Base, and I love you for that. Like, that's fucking awesome, right? There's nothing wrong with being like, hey man, I'm having a hard time, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I hate people who just like complain constantly and don't ever make changes. Like, no wonder, like, you're doing it to yourself, you know, little bro. Unironically, I get so mad when people do like oh, you haven't had like authentic blah, 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 or like farm fresh, blah, blah, blah. Farm fresh eggs are fucking so good. That was a lot of personal effort like that. Like it's a mix. Like, the greatest duality of life is having the empathy to understand that when someone is having a hard time, like, you shouldn't be like, oh yeah, just go solve your problem, just go bootstrap, you know. Hey man, that's really hard. Like, much love, like, I hope things get better, you know. It's good to be empathetic, but you also have to like to yourself. You have to like almost treat yourself differently than the way you treat others, if that makes sense. Farm push eggs are so fucking good. Anyways, we all know this stuff. It's really boring, but it's, I don't know. I see it a lot in PokeMMO these days. It's usually younger people who just don't know yet. You have to have time to learn. Yeah, dude, no, don't get me wrong. Rent's fucking expensive. And it's always gonna get more and more. The meme is like, rent's gonna keep getting more and more expensive because we're gonna keep having more and more people on one Earth, unless we like fucking go to the moon, which is I don't fucking know shit about that, you know, like, or we start building like vertical the way a lot of other, you know, I don't know. I'm not the, you know, to me it makes logic. Of course, rent's getting more expensive. We have more people and less housing, you know. It's gonna keep getting more expensive from now until the end of time, right? You know, we're gonna have like ebbs and flows. Like inflation, the stock market. Once again, I don't know. It's okay to know your problems, but to just I don't like people who just like complain about like rent and like oh, rent is so expensive, therefore I can't do anything, therefore I can't buy anything. Like, bro, you need to do something. You gotta make a change, you know. Like my rent's my rent's really fucking expensive because we live in like a really fucking bougie area because my wife's parents are here, you know. Like I pay a fucking, you know, with like not, but like I choose as someone who pays a lot of money for rent, nothing drives me crazier than the fuckers who move to New York City and then go, oh my god, I pay so. You went to New York, of course your rent's expensive. What are you talking? Like you can't move to the most popular fucking place in the world. I'm like, oh my god, rent's so expensive. You fucking did it yourself. If you grew up in New York, I give you more credit. You know, it's different. I fucking hate people. It's like I hate it, dude. I hate it. Poor shamer? No, it's personal responsibility shaming. You can't, dude. What do you mean poor? I'm gonna crash out. Oh, as someone who grew up poor, there is nothing worse than when someone demeans you for being poor and acts like you're a baby who has no self like decision. Like you have control. You know? Holy fuck. You know? Whew. Yes. So once again, Rapid. Yes, I agree with you. There are problems with that, right? And I would love to see I would love to see legislation and things work to fix that. But what can you do as a single person? Like, I think I agree with you, right? Like, anyway, this is like becoming a little too like, I don't want it to become like political or whatever. But like, you know, like I agree with you. Like that. Once again, rent is expensive. Yes, no one's saying it isn't. But I see way too many people just complain about it and like make no changes. Like, don't get roommates. Don't, you know, don't move. Like, you can't fucking wear a shoe size too small for you every single day and then complain about your shoes hurting. At a certain point, you've got to like go get new shoes, bro. Like, you know. And I know it's hard, but I don't know. It's annoying to be around people who just complain nonstop about problems that like you know, it's really tough, you know. As someone who grew up poor, I knew so many people who all they did is complain and they just never solved their own circumstances, which it's really hard to when you're poor, you know? But fuck, is it, you know? I don't know. It's just crazy. I probably make less money than most people in chat. Like, I don't make a lot of money, but I just spend it really wisely and like save, you know? Does it just move? I'm not saying just move. That's hard to do. But like, if you can't pay your rent, the adult decision is to, yes, like look to move at a certain time where you can do it, you know, not just move. But it's, once again, you can even be like, hey man, like life's really hard right now. My rent's really expensive, blah, blah, blah. I would be like, dude, that's super fucking fair. I hope, you know, best of luck. I hope things get better, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna like be an asshole. You want to be empathetic. But if you're complaining about, if you've complained about your rent for the last 3 years, it's time to fucking nut up. It's time to do something, because that's unhinged. You can't, if you're complaining about the same thing constantly, you've got to make a change. That's on you at that point, you know? There's a certain level of like, when is it self-responsibility? When is it, you know? Well, there's a lot of things where it's like things aren't your fault, but they're your responsibility, right? That's another huge thing, which sucks. I have no money besides money from winning basketball bets. You're saying that I'm poor shaming. You're betting your money on sports. What do you... I can't. Because as someone who grew up poor, I saw... You're staying poor. You're making decisions that keep you poor. Stop. Wake the fuck up, bro. You can't be like, oh, you're poor shaming. Meanwhile, I'm betting half my rent on the NBA. Like, what are you doing? Stop. that's what like is also sucks about like what sucks about growing up poor is that a lot of gambling and a lot of like those things are geared towards you. They're advertising towards you, you know, which sucks. And I was a victim to all that shit growing up, you know. Anybody else sign up for fucking swag bucks growing up? What are the other, what's the swag bucks? What are all like the dumb there are so many things like that. There's so many like survey websites that attract the poor. It's like, oh yeah, I can like make some money or whatever, and it's all like scams and like but I win, smiley face. You're fucking coping. I don't like I'm happy you win. Keep spun. Yeah, I find real. Like I don't know. I don't like that. I don't know. I love it. I feel poor shamed. I'm sorry. That's fucked up. I'm sorry if you do. Wait, no, you called me. No, fuck you. I'm just kidding. I'm rage baiting. No, you're being funny. No, you're being great. It is kind of, it's a good meme to be like, streamers poor shaming. Hey guys, should I bet on the Patriots this week or dude, fuck, what? Okay, we have the research bear weekend. Hopefully we can killer up in the lower clips. Dude, fucking hell yeah, man. So, okay, well, you're fucking hell yeah, research. That's awesome, dude. You can like, okay, you can win short term. I don't know. Sports gambling is one of those things. Like, do it for fun. Don't do it for money. I hate that. Oh, what was the thing recently, dude? Oh man, is it like call sheet? That's like this. What makes me actually sick to my stomach? There are more scams. One of the negatives of the internet era is there are more scams than ever. It's so many things are scams advertising as not scams. If you see any gambling website that advertises as a fucking side hustle, or like if you see any apps that are like, oh, like here's how to, guys, here's how to make money, play this bingo app and you'll make $2 grand. That's all scams. It's all scams. Don't do that shit. Oh my god, you know. When streamer is rich, yes, I am so rich. True. Dig it, Chad. True. Oh no, yeah. One of the it's fucking disgusting. It's really scary. Like I'm a big fan of like people being able to make their own decisions. I think if you want to gamble, like more power to you. It's really scary like that call sheet advertises as like a side hustle. Like, oh, you that's it's not a job, bro. It's gambling, you know? That'd be good sponsors. I would take certain gambling sponsors if they were done like well. I wouldn't take a lot of them. Like I'm not against, once again, like I probably would take like a sports, I don't know, I have to think about it a lot. I don't know. Sports gambling is fine. My problem is how much it's pushed and how much it is pushed as like a, like, what's it called? Like a money maker. Like gambling is not a money making method, you know? Like, yes, that's one of the grossest. I hope everybody involved in that shit like gets, that should be fraud. Like that should be arrested. I don't know if it is. It should be arrestable. Like the paying the streamers to gamble on websites but then raising their odds or whatever, that shit happens so much, you know? Any ads of gambling where someone is like shown having a lot of fun gambling is super like fucked up. One of my, you know what? There's positives and negatives. I'll give an example of I don't know if it's DraftKings or FanDuel. There's a really cute, in my opinion, fun sports betting ad where like it's a bunch of guys at a bar and they're like, hey man, they're kind of just like chilling, drinking a beer, hanging out, watching a game. And they're like, we don't really care about this game. None of our teams are playing. They're like, what if we got everybody at the bar to like pool together like $5 and all make like a parlay? And they like that's cute. Like, that's where sports betting is kind of cute, like just having like a social thing, or like pay. If I asked you, would you pay $5 to make the sports game you're watching 50% more entertaining, right? Like that's fun. That's cool. You're paying for entertainment. That's fine. When you start gambling like $100, okay, wait a minute, like maybe it's too much, chill. But like that was a cute gambling ad where it was like everybody in the bar came together, was that was cute, Metro on Monday's the best. That is true. Spidget always loses. That is Giga Chat. I'm so cooked. Wait, that's awesome. Wait for me. Oh yeah, that song, dude, that song's fucking. Oh, by Jimmy Run. Yes, yeah. Wait, I love Jimmy Run's music, man. Yeah. Anyways, so we solved gambling today. What else, chat? Dude, BBN. I love your passion for Geometry Dash. Probably not BBN. I'm really busy, man. All due respect. I don't know yet. That's, you know. Minecraft. Okay, you're kind of spitting. That's kind of fucked up. Like, I don't know if I'll do the problem. Yeah, like that's like, dude, fucking hell. Like that's. I love sports betting when it's $1 to $5 or even whatever you can afford. To like make to get like, oh, I bet that fucking, you know, what's like a Aaron Judge will hit 2 home runs this game, and then every time he's up at bat you're like leaning forward, you're like, you know, like that's fine. You're paying for more entertainment. I have no problem with that, right? I hate when gambling is advertised as like a money-making method, which obviously nobody who disagrees with that. But can we solve lack of goth mommies? The problem is, the dilemma with that situation, with that particular piece of legislation, would be how you'd have to have goth mommies who are either volunteering, so they would get like a state-appointed tax cut, or would it be state or national, federal, right? Like that's a. Would the goth mommies would UBGM, Universal Basic Goth Mommy Income, UBGMI, yeah, would that, you know, would it be federal or would it be state level? How do we decide the pool? Like, you know, who, like, would it be people who volunteer? Would it be a paid position? You know, that's up to the experts to decide. It's a great question. It's a great question. It's exactly. I couldn't agree more, Viz. And like it's obvious, Viz. You know, I'm not saying anything of it, you know, super interesting, but federal. Yeah, you got all the fucking answers, Alpha. The goth mommy situation is crazy. What should I do next? Exploring parts of the end game. So like EV training, SP training, shiny hunting is always good after you beat a storyline, or just moving on to another storyline is always good. Great question. Thank you for the sub, Viz. Sorry for dude. It's funny. I always say streams are not like, we do a lot of PokeMMO discussion. Don't get me wrong, but like during events, like during like when things are happening. But a lot of times streams are just yapping. A lot of times streams are just like us 25-something-year-old dumb guys like just yapping, you know, expressing what's happening, how we're feeling, what's happening in the world right now, all, you know, all that jazz. It's just, I think it's good to ground ourselves with like normal discussion to acknowledge that we're all feeling, a lot of us, you know, similar things and sometimes, and it's just fun discussion. Which was 25 something. Some of us might be, you know, 25 to 35. So funnily enough, I never really cared for Bo Burnham. I just didn't, not my style. I really liked Bo Burnham's Inside. I did enjoy that. But I hear it. Yeah, you know, there's some outliers. Yeah, not to, you know. We gotta fucking expand my community, man. We need some memers. God, everybody wants to yap. It is a gendered neutral. I love that. Yeah, I love stoic guys who are quiet, but I also love yappy fucking memers, you know? Stay for the yap tube. That's an honor, man. It's an honor. I'm not that old yet. Oh, fuck. Wait, we're cucked if that's... Oh, no, dude. How do we solve the goth mommy shortage? I don't think we have a shortage. Don't we have like a fucking like surplus? Like I feel like the goth mommy, like, how are the stocks doing? Goth mommy ETF. So the goth mommy ETF is up like 200% over the past 5 years at least. Like what's the number on that per year? 200 divided by 5. So the average, yeah, like, so you want like an 8% return. That's a, you know, a good return each year. Goth mommies are pulling 40% returns. Like they're looking pretty good, man. Like if you're invested, like you're cooking, you know? Maybe not each individual sector. I think like goth mommies from Arby's not doing well. Goth mommies at Denny's, you know, like, you know, Arby's might be down 2%. Goth Mommy Denny's up 100%. Like, it's why it's why you got to get those ETFs, those index funds. It it broadens your safety net, right? Maybe you throw in like a Femboy, Wendy's or some shit, like whatever, whatever floats your boat. I'm confused. Yeah, I'm just talking shit for anybody. This might shock me. There is no Goth Mommy index fund. It might. Sorry, there's a lot of. Anyways, is why whatever floats your goat. Whatever floats your goat, man. What the fuck do I, random things? Yeah. Stream is Twitch chat is literally all about weaving together financial education and goth mommies and shit posts and memes. Like, that's Twitch chat was created to intertwine serious, decent advice that we should all, like, good morals we should all follow. Like, if I tell Twitch chat, hey man, you probably shouldn't steal. I get it, but it's from Walmart. Like, you probably still shouldn't steal. It's not a nice thing to do. Stealing is wrong, right? Twitch chat's gonna be like, fuck you, who cares, blah blah blah. If I say, yo bro, like fucking what's her name? Green girl from Kim Possible. If I say like, yo bro, like Shido would be really disappointed in you if you stole. Twitch chat's gonna be like, oh I'm sorry, Shido, I'm sorry, queen. Oh, okay, I'll put it back, I'll put the candy bar back. I'm sorry. Anyways, okay, like, that's like, you gotta, like, you gotta know your audience, We said right, Shido. There you go, Shido. Anyways. So, okay. All right, there's our Jimmy run done. That was great timing, D-Brain. We're now up over 1 million Pokeyen. I have a ton of breeds that I could go do and do a little bit of a breeding extravaganza. I don't usually do a breeding extravaganza on stream, but I kind of feel like that could be the vibe today, especially because I have so many breeds set up. I feel like after I get these breeds all done, I will have so much PC space. It was the most PC space I've had on the Armored account in a long time. I think I'll actually be able to just start Lunar New Year event prep. So look at this. I have almost 60, well 60 if you count the rebreed, 60 breeds set up here. This is 600,000 Pokeyen in breeds on top of all the time to catch. How many alphas are here? All these alpha catches, all the Pokeballs. This is like literally hundreds of hours of time and effort in this one box full of breeds. And we also have almost another full box. So we have a lot of breeds set up. And then look at, now this will get more full up as I dump these back in. But I also sorted this. Look at this. This box, I went ahead and finally had time to sort my training box. So these mons up here, these 10 mons, all need to be EV trained. These are all complete utility and competitive Pokemon that I don't have space for somewhere else. And then these all need to be XP trained. So XP trained down here, complete up here, needing EV trained up here. So our training arc box is cleaned. I'm going to do all these breeds. Look at this. Can you remember the last time my more breeders box was empty? Because I cannot. I don't know if that's happened in months. I've not had this box empty. Now once these all get bred, they'll get moved over here and we'll get partially filled. But even if this is like half full, the goal is to have this be half full heading into the Lunar New Year event, which we're about 1 month away from. So we have a fair bit of time still. And I did also recently do my Lunar New Year event prep guide, as well as my Lunar New Year event raid prep guide, which the video's not out for that right now, but it's coming out very soon. It'll be out when you guys see this video. And with that, I have a list of 30 Pokemon, as well as like 10 or so items that I can compare, cross-reference my Ironman account to see what raid mons I'm missing. I'm missing at least one, I think, but I'm missing very few. I might already have most of the raid mons ready for the Lunar New Year event. So we might already be, because we prepared for Halloween and Christmas, we might already basically be prepared for Lunar New Year. So I am excited for that. We got huge moves, man. Thank you again for the I don't think I thanked you enough for the Twitch Prime, bro. Thank you, dude. Deep rank. Thank you, dude. And for the sub. Death. Okay. Woof. Mention. Yeah, I have to, dude. I love that. That's become. I definitely took inspiration from Wolfie VGC, who constantly mentions he was the world champion at one point. Like, it's a bit. Like, it's a bit to be like, yeah, guys. By the way, I have over 10,000 hours and PokeMMO 10,000. I don't know if you guys know. You may have not heard this, but I do have over 10,000 hours. Like, I like that it's become a bit. You know. Yes, Lolo, yes. I think one of the mons that I need is Marowak. That was one that came to my mind. I'm gonna blow my nose. Give me 1 sec. I don't know why my nose is a little bit stuffy, but it is. That's actually Alpha. That burn hurts because it's true. That's fucked up. I heard some people were getting some PvP spectate glitches. Yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude. Hardcore Iron Man is a game mode that I could never play. That's fucking awesome, EKS. Like, once again, I was literally the and for those who don't know, I was the 74th person. That's kind of a similar meme. I was the 74th person to match an Ultimate Iron Man. I can play Ultimate Iron Man. I can't do hardcore. I died to the dumbest stuff while playing my Ultimate Iron Man. Like, I can grind. I can't stay alive and play perfectly like that. I mean, I have a lot of respect for hardcore Iron Man. That is I couldn't do. I'm not good enough, dude. It's a talent thing, you know. It's a skill difference. Dude, what's up, Blaine? Happy to see you in chat as always, man. What's up? I'm feeling good today, man. Feeling good. Excited to stream, excited to game. Okay, I think we are gonna do. Okay, also the beautiful thing is, an Iron Man is just a self-imposed challenge account that cannot trade nor use the GTL. Great question. I think we're gonna do breeds. I don't usually do breeds on stream. Oh fuck. But the cool part about doing breeds on stream is that if I get an egg shiny, you guys will be able to see live. You know. The odds are kind of low, don't get me wrong, but there's odds. There are odds, you know? The problem is my focus. I'm gonna try to keep my focus. I do plan to upgrade the gym run team. It's just more of a when I'll get there, you know? I think post Lunar New Year event, that'll be a really good. Yeah, I definitely, there are teams that I could upgrade to that it's not like, I appreciate that you're like, oh, you're waiting for, you know, hidden ability X drill. I do want hidden ability X drill really bad, but that's not what's holding me back. It's definitely like, you know, just time and a place or whatever, you know. Okay. What's up, Squiddy? How you doing today, man? Happy to see you. All right. I can't remember the last time I've done a live breeding extravaganza, but here we go, fellas. It's been a long time. I'm gonna try to focus up a little bit. There are a lot of breeds, a lot of Pokemon that need to be a specific gender, need to be paired with specific things. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this Cloyster breed. This Cloyster is Alpha Cloyster and Alpha Cronont. This is an important breed because it's actually transferring Water C stats to the Water A egg group, which is a much better egg group. Water C and Water B, probably the two worst egg groups in PokeMMO. They're just so specific. There are very few Pokemon in those egg groups. So being able to make this male, transfer these stats over, get a 3x31 in the Water A egg group, and then after this is hatched, I plan to pair it with the Corsola to the right of it. That's why if you ever see a breed in my boxes with a space above it like this Corsola, I'm gonna pair, it says it's nicknamed pair with, I'm gonna pair that with the baby that this comes out as. So that will be a 4x31 Water A group breeder here in a quick sec. But let's go ahead and go through. I think I've named everything that needs to be named correctly, but I'm gonna go through these nice and slow because I just don't want to make any mistakes here. You know, I think I spent 6 hours. That's actually disgusting to say out loud, but I think it's true. I think I spent around 6 hours setting up these breeds. 6 hours to make a box and a half of breeds, let alone all the time catching the Pokemon, the alpha. You know, you guys know the drill, right? It's a lot. It's easy to quickly go through these, but it's a lot of time to set up these breeds. This is a Deerling breed from my Xmas event Sawsbuck raids. This is important to like keep in mind. This is a Xmas event only alpha, I believe, so I want to be careful with this and you know, not use it as a breeder. I probably want to go ahead and make this female. Any like event specific alphas I probably should always make female, so we're gonna remember to do that really quick. Yeah, the Fateful Encounter is fine, but that's gonna be a 3x31 alpha Sawsbuck. A lot of these Pokemon I don't necessarily need them as a species. Some of them I do, right? But a lot of times I'm just breeding up breeders for the future, for the mons of the species that I actually need. And a lot of times I'll be pushing. I'm reaching the point. It's crazy how much the Xmas event and Halloween event specifically has propelled my account's progress. I'm going to be reaching a point here where like a mon like this just gets released. Like this Swallow. Like I'm going to reach a point where like anything without the hyper endgame of Iron Man account is anything that isn't like a 5x31 gets released, which is insane, right? That's the hyper endgame. But first, we need to get to like anything that's not like 2x31, 20 plus and the other stats. Like that gets released, right? So we'll just slowly upgrade over time. This is just a monster in field egg group breeder, a fantastic breeder. Mailer, we can just randomly roll gender here. It shouldn't matter. Another alpha breed. Try to keep alphas. You don't need to do that a lot on an Iron Man account, but it's just for the fun. And there are certain breeds. Like I have a 5x or a 4x31 Eevee that I've been trying to keep in alpha. There are certain little special breeds you'll do, right? Here's a Goldeen. This is in the water. Is a water A, water B. So a lesser egg group. Water B egg group 2x31. Just a simple breed. You're gonna see a lot of these simple breeds. Simple breeds I won't spend too much time talking about because there's not a whole lot to talk about there. If they're just a 2x31 breed in the egg group. But this is a something. Wait a minute. Something got moved or is incorrect here. Let's figure out what happened here. Oh, I know what happened. This love disc is meant to be paired with that Goldeen. Okay, I'm gonna nickname this. And then I forgot what happened. This is meant to be paired with the Goldeen after that breed happens. Oh, so I should have bred it as specific. I already made one mistake, but that was an okay mistake. I already did make one mistake, but you know what? If I'm gonna make a mistake like that, it's okay. This Sand Slash, I was just an alpha one that I caught off camera. We're gonna move this over to our breeders box. It's just an alpha catch, 2x31 attack and speed. We gotta slow down. We already made one mistake. Let's slow down even more. Next up, 2 Patrats. This is a 3x31 in attack, speed, def, and speed. Field egg group can be any general. Randomly roll that. There might be EKS, but I usually just close and reopen. It's like easier. Next up, field egg group. 3x31 in HP defense, some of the best stats you want to see. HP defense and speed def on a alpha whooper or quagsire. Honestly, I like the idea of making this female because I really do. Also, that's on a randomly roll though. I really do want a good unaware quagsire. Very important hit ability. Would be cool to keep it alpha, but if not, it's okay. This could even randomly roll. Like if this attack medium or high rolls, and then the nature rolls like bold or relaxed, and this could be actually usable from the get-go. I'm gonna put an electric ball just in case. This could just straight up roll usable from, you know, this one, which would be crazy from this one breed. What's next? Next is Rattata and Zigzagoon. Simple 3x31 field. We're getting those numbers up as well. We used to have so many 1x31s and 2x31s on the Iron Man account, and we are upping those numbers. A lot of 3x31s and 4x31s now. It's crazy. Pre the Christmas event and post Christmas event, how many more 4x and 5x31s I have. It's so insane. Okay, next up, Misdrevious breed. 3x, I think like pairings. Let's double check. I do want to double. Usually I have it pretty obvious, but I don't think that these are pairing yet. Well, maybe these are both Chaos Age. Let's double check. So this would be if to make sure they line up. A lot of breeding on an Iron Man account is like a puzzle. So this is going to be 31 speed, defense, and then special defense. Speed, defense, defense. These are defense, speed. I think that these could match. Defense, speed, and attack. I think that these match. So I actually do. I didn't name them properly, but I'm gonna go ahead and make this one. What egg groups are they? Let's go check. Are they both just chaos only? I do want to make one of these male and one female to ensure they pair up. They should be able to pair. Chaos. This isn't a dual egg group. Just chaos. Okay. So the Misdrevious, I'm going to go ahead and make male. Wait, did I make that? Wait, did I make that male or female? No, not the Iron Man memory. Oh, no, no, no. Wait, did I say male and make it female? Wait, I fucked up there. I did something. Do I wait for it to hatch? Oh, footage. I have footage. I have footage. Let's go check the footage. Check the footage. Like fuck, I record this. What's up, Rumel?
I'm gonna go ahead and make
I'm-
male.
Thank fuck for recordings. I said that I'm gonna go ahead and make it male, the mischievous, and I made it female. So I said one thing, did the other. Glad I went back and double checked. The problem is I should have made it male because breeding up a Drifblim would be fantastic, but that's okay. We're gonna make this as a breeder. We're gonna go ahead and match this up as a male. That will match our Misdrevious. We should be able to continue that breed from there. Next up, simple flying age, field age group. I always think water A and flying age group breeder 2x31. I'm assuming no pairing, but now I need to like double check because I did not put enough. Yeah, this should be fine. Just a simple 2x. I always think Delibird is in the flying age group, but it's not. It's a penguin. You know, it can't really fly. We'll get that breed going. Here's a simple breed 2x31 field age group, utilizing our Xmas Delibirds that had good stats. Next up, Seal and Pooch. Water A and field, but becoming a field only, which is a little bit rough, but still worth it for a 3x31 breed. We'll go ahead and randomly roll the gender on that. It should not matter how that comes out. 3x31. Next up, a 2x31 field A group. Nothing special. Just going to crank through that one. Now, this is kind of a cool one. This utilizes a Pikachu, which is in the Field and Fairy egg group, with an Arbok, which is in the Field and Dragon egg group. So I'm transferring, essentially. I'm making it come out as an Ekans. I'm essentially able to transfer the stats from a Field egg group breeder over to the Dragon egg group breeder. So Field egg group, very common egg group. Dragon, still somewhat common, a little bit more rare, a little bit more valuable. Really happy to have this as a Dragon breeder instead of Field Fairy. Next up, this is actually one of the bigger breeds out of the bunch. Alpha Tangela. I want to make sure to make this female so I can breed up into an alpha competitive Tangrowth. This is a big one where like the nature really matters here. It's 31 HP, 31 speed, 31 speed def, and then 20 plus in all the stats that it needs. I would love to see this thing roll bold or relaxed. I'm not sure. Let's go double check at your PvP statistics and see what do you want your Tangrowth to be right now. Relaxed, sassy, bold. Yeah, exactly. Modest, I'd be fine with. I would rock him. It'd be fun to try that. Made sure this is female. You want to keep the species, the Tangela. That's super important here. I'm gonna put it in a luxury ball as well. I like to do it just in case. Just it's fun. A little bit, not worth the cost, but it's not too expensive. It's a fun thing to go ahead and do. There's the Tangela egg. I'm gonna go ahead and put. We do have 2 eggs that hatched. One of which is that crab breeder that needs to be paired up with the Corsola. I'll have to go buy the right braces really quick, but these 2 will pair up here for a nice breeder. I want to make sure I remember to do that before I forget, right? Okay. Let me move this here. That came out nicely. Let's go grab. Nice shiny Tangela, dude. The cool part about streaming this as well, it's a very low chance, obviously, but I'm a little bit barely dry. There's just a chance that we randomly hatch a shiny. And to have that hatch animation on stream, I'd have it on a recording regardless, but to have it on stream is a very different thing. It's my dream to one day hatch a shiny on stream. That would be such an amazing, that would be a bucket list goal for me for sure. Hope, you gotta have it's hopium, okay? There's a difference between hopium and copium. I feel like that's hopium, but that's just me. Need an HP brace. Yeah, okay. But did it roll right? We are the luckiest Iron Man in the world because our Goldeen did roll the correct gender. Whew, that was our one mistake we've made so far, and it got worked out because we're just so lucky. That was amazing. We're gonna put an HP brace on that to match up with our love disc. Oh, dude, that's insane, Meow. What the fuck? Congrats. That's awesome. That's so. Someone believed, bro. Blaine was saying in chat. Yeah, first and last mistake. True. Copium. Guys, I have 10,000 hours. Of course, I wouldn't make mistakes while breeding. We're Costco. We're PokeMMO guys. Of course I wouldn't make a breeding mistake after 6 hours of breeding. Defense and HP. Oh, this is defense. This goes on the Corsola. And then, yeah, this guy has 10,000 hours. The guys whose gameplay I'm watching right now. Really? Seems kind of fishy. Yeah, it's a good meme. Not on this account. You guys know just memeing. I don't know why I get baited by you guys. Yeah, anyways. All right, here we go. It worked out pretty well. Here is our core fish and our Corsola coming out 4 times 31 in the water AA group. Really, really good breeder here. That can roll whatever gender, I believe. I think it's fine. I could arguably make it male, but I think it's fine to go ahead and let that one roll. And then next up are 3 times 31. 3 times 31 water B Pokemon, our Goldeen. That can come out either gender. And we're going to continue on with what's going on in our box. So what we got left now? We got Diglett over here, just a 3 times 31 in Spatak Field Egg Group. Not an amazing stat, but like we have so many of these. So like I would love to get 5 times 31s Typhlosions one day. Like one day I will upgrade to that. So like it's just because I have the resources and it's fun to do. A lot of the Iron Man endgame becomes completionist in that way. 3 times 31 Chaos Egg Group breeders, but def, speed, defense. I think a lot of the beauty is just showing like also utilizing an Xmas event Pokemon here as a breeder. I just can't keep. I don't need every single hidden ability Spiritomb, right? I'm okay with using some as breeders the same way I'm using this. Like a lot of breeders here from the Halloween and Xmas event, man, still cleaning up from the Halloween to some extent, right? Like 3 times 31 Chaos Egg Group with these stats, 3 times 31 in Spatak speed and Spadef, really good stat placements for a Chaos Egg Group breeder. That's gonna be fantastic. Always both. There's, you know, there's all parts of the game, right? Where another 3 times 31 Chaos Egg Group breeder, this time in all the defenses and HP. That's fucking awesome, chill. I love Shiny Heatmore as well, man. Congratulations, dude. Move all these two. There's a lot of mons to breed still. Okay. Next up, a Field Egg Group breeder. This is Poochyena and Mankey. Getting some good stats on this. This will be 2 times 31 and then 20 plus and almost every stat there as well. That can come out. Maybe it could be. I'm going to get whatever. We can always make Pokemon to pair with these in the future. Next up, not an egg group that I breed nearly enough, but a humanoid egg group breeder. Really good egg group. Has a lot of cool mons. Has some special attackers like Alakazam, some physical attackers like I believe like Conkeldurr is in this, I believe. There's some good like raid mons that are in the humanoid egg group. We could see some rolls here on Spatak and Speed. Speed would be the big one to see, but I'm really just going for 2 times 31 there. Nothing super special. That Drowsy was gotten, I believe, from the Halloween event as well. Next up, continuing the humanoid egg group trade, here's a humanoid egg group 3 times 31 alpha as well, so it's staying alpha, which is cool. Voltorb flip is hell. Literally my least favorite content in PokeMMO. You're Giga Chad for that take. All right, next up, a Field Egg Group 3 times 31 with Spatak, Spadef, and Speed. Nothing too crazy, but like it's crazy. Like that is a lot. Like the braces that have gone into breeding up a 3 times 31 on an Ironman account. It's really expensive. It's so many Jimmy runs. Here's a 2 times 31. Also utilizing, there's a few things here. Number one, I'm utilizing a Water B egg group Pokemon and transferring it into Water B and Dragon on a Magikarp. So transferring egg group stats to a better egg group. Number two, we are utilizing my Lamar Jackson Gyarados. I love this Pokemon. This is one of the Gyaradoses that I prepared. Look at this. Look at the date. This Gyarados was caught 3 days into the account. We still have Pokemon like that, and I'm finally utilizing it. I've literally been sitting on this Pokemon for like 8 months because I knew that one day I could use it as a breeder. I use it in the storyline, you can tell. It's a little sad, a little somber to delete a mon like this, but it's for the future and the betterment of the account. It's worth it. Rest in peace. You know, shout out Lamar Jackson, the best quarterback I've ever been able to witness on the Ravens. My favorite QB of all time. Next up, Magikarp, 2 times 31 attack and speed, simple egg group. This is another we're utilizing a few of our storyline Gyarados. It feels weird to breed and consume a EV trained level 60 Gyarados, right? But I can't. It's gonna rot my boxes. It's gonna rot my boxes, take up too much space. I'd rather, you know, use it for the storyline and now utilize it for a new purpose, aka the breeding. Oh, Dude, I love recording the Iron Man series, Pedro. I'm honored people enjoy. I'm just lucky people enjoy watching it. That's much love to you, man. I can do Voltorb flip on it. That is one. Oh, don't no. Actually, I can't. Smiley face. Anyways. Next up, a simple dragon egg group 2x31. Nothing special to here. Nothing special to here. Nothing too special there. Pokemon version of I'm the Pokemon version of Lamar Jackson. Similar thing, 2x31 on a Magikarp. Nothing crazy, but cool to see. Always good upgrades. Wait. Unable to. The Pokemon is locked. Wait, did I act? Whoa, that's cool. Wait, I've never seen. I must have accidentally misclicked and locked this carp. I haven't seen that come up. This was all. This Magikarp was caught 2 days into the account, man. Also, it was caught at almost noon. Man, it's crazy. I'm consuming carps. I'm literally consuming carps that are legendary, bro. That were like caught so early on in the account. There we go. That let it go through. I must have actually locked it. That's. Oh man, that's super cool though. I love being able to lock mons. It's super nice. Duckland Raptor, simple 2x31's attack and speed. I need more flying egg group mods. That's one egg group that I've been trying to put more effort into. I honestly would love a catch event for like Pidgeys or some sort of like flying egg group catch event would be fantastic for the account. Most of my breeders just come passively through catch events, you know. That's a huge, like, it's just passive progress through playing the events, having overarching prizes at other areas of the game, and then still getting breeders and stuff along the way. All right. Moving on, we have an alpha plant egg group breeder here. I've been utilizing the hell. These funguses have taken care of my plant egg group breeders for like a year. Like I don't think I'll need plant egg group breeders for so long. These funguses from the Xmas event have been busted for the account. Have just been absolutely insane. That can roll either gender. It's been, dude. The Halloween event and the Xmas event have just propelled my progress in terms of breeders, which was not something that I expected them to do. They propelled that progress tremendously. It's been absolutely insane. All right, I'm gonna keep them like this so I can actually have all the ones that hatched go over here, so I don't mix them up over here. Now I do need to do. So we paired the things over here. I do want to see. I need to be careful so I don't make breeds that pair. I might actually, you know what? I might just move all my pairing breeds like to a different area. Let me do that. Let me move these up here, and then we'll do these last. I thought doing these first would be better, but I think I should actually do them last. These are actually, the starters are actually a pair. Excuse me. Let me move these down, move this here. So all of these are like, we do the fungus breed and then we breed with this one. We do this and then we breed with Spiritomb. We do this and then we breed with that. So I'm gonna keep those for later, so I make sure not to mess those up. I think everything else is just whatever. Some of these might need to be made a specific gender. Let's go double check. I'm Shroomish. If I usually try to name them like make male, make female, it's my way to remember what needs to be what. I think these are all fine. All right. Okay, I can just crank through these then. Let's just go ahead. You know what? Let's just start cranking. 3x31 field egg groups attack, speed, and HP. Next up, Zubat and Pidgey, 2x31 flying egg group. Nothing crazy. Just cranking the breeds. Important progress though for the Iron Man account, getting those flying egg group breeders up and about. Dragon and Water Bee egg group breeders, Patak and Spadef, 2x31. Each of these breeds cost me 20,000 Pokeyen, you know? Each of these breeds is at least 20k. 3x31 in Dragon and Field egg group using those Magikarps. Magikarp's one of the best breeders you can catch on a main account or an Iron Man account. Being able to catch a bunch of carps so quickly in the Safari Zone and breed them onto the dragon, onto your Dratinis, onto your Hydreigons, you know. So good. 2x31 on a plus on this is Fairy Field, I believe. Just Fairy egg group, another egg group that I've kind of. It's funny, I have so many boxes of breeders. I have so few fairy Pokemon, so few flying egg groups. Like I have tons and tons of boxes of breeders, but I'm still light on certain egg groups, which is what's so, like, if I wanted to breed a 5x31 fairy egg group breeder right now, I don't think I could, which is so crazy, right? Shows how many Pokemon you need on an Iron Man account. Next up, 2x31, and I believe the Field Fairy, just Fairy egg group. The annoying part about breeding up Jigglypuffs is you do have to like level up the Jigglypuff to be able to breed it because it's baby Pokemon, obviously. So like, it's a little annoying, but it's still worth it, I think, for the 2x31. Breeding on a main account is not amazing right now. Breeding for, you can find, well, it depends. You can find, it's harder. Breeding for profit on a main account is harder in my opinion right now. Any money making methods in related to catching Pokemon, like breeding, like is just harder right now. That's why it's good to move to like Jimmy runs, trainer, pure yen, Jimmy runs, trainer runs. Ditto farming is fine. Amulet coin farming. You can EV trade an XP train for good profits, in my opinion, right? That's underrated right now. Great question. All right. All right, continuing. A lot of plant egg group breeders here. Plant egg group 3x31 with an Oddish and a Fungus. We have so many hidden. It's funny, like we have so many. Getting that first hidden ability Fungus, that first regenerator access Fungus was insane. That was a huge unlock on the account. But now I have so many that I'm just pissing them away as breeders because I don't need this many, right? I have so, it's just so funny. You go from playing an Iron Man during event season is going from 0 hidden ability Funguses to 80, right? Like it's just in 2 weeks, right? 3x31 Bug, I believe, Bug A group breeder. Defense, Patak, and Spadef. Cool. Not a whole, I'm noticing like not a whole lot of species. The biggest one was I think Tangela. Oh, also this was one that could have been like a finished breed. This came out lonely, that is not usable on a Quagsire. This will have to get rebred in the future, but it did like decently roll up the stats. So like this is very close to being a usable competitive PvP Quagsire most likely. Check our other roles. Modest. All these roles don't really matter. Okay. 2 more easy breeds to go through though, and then we have the we're gonna let a lot of these eggs hatch. Here's a casual 4x31. Also, this is a fantastic dual egg group. Pop-up is plant and fairy. Once again, I need more fairy egg group breeders, so this is a really cool one to see. I don't think I need a specific gender on this. We're gonna let that go through. 4x31 breeder coming up in 2 different good egg groups. And then finally, Larvitar and Lapras, a good monster egg group breeder in Spatak, Attack. And this is one of the weirdest ones. I almost never do Spatak and Attack breeds. It's very, very rare. You need a Pokemon with both of those. However, you need to do them sometimes. Like I have that 6x31 Tyranitar, right? Like, some mons you do want to go 6x31 for. Like Starmie is arguable for Rapid Spin, but maybe you want to dodge foul. It depends if you're Rapid Spin or like dodging foul play damage, to be fair. But it just depends. All right, now all we have left is these ones. I am going to hatch the rest of my eggs and then finish off with these. But all of these mons can also get moved over here. I'm curious to see if this is like less than halfway filled or less than, that would be ideal. That'd be amazing. So let's see how all of our breeds from this pretty decent sized breeding extravaganza turns out. Nice drip, by the way, Juggernaut. Whew, that was a lot of breeds, man. A lot of breeds, a lot of yapping. Glad I got that done on stream though. This is like usually the kind of content I would do off stream for the Iron Man series. That's usually off stream memes. But now if I get the egg, you know, we're cooking. Something yet? Dude, spending Pokeyen on vanities. Here's a great question. Someone said, when would you recommend spending Pokeyen on a vanity? I just reached 10 million Pokemon, but I don't want to spend that yen yet. The easy thing there is if you don't want to spend it, don't spend, you know, obviously, right? But like spending Pokeyen on a vanity is fantastic. People sleep on the fact that like buying drip, getting dripped out, buying vanities, that is a huge part of PokeMMO endgame and like all MMO endgame. Like having a character that you log into every day and enjoy looking at, which I struggle with right now. You know, having a character with an IGN that you enjoy looking, like when you play for thousands and thousands of hours, you better like the way your character looks, like your IGN, like your Pokemon, like your PC space being sorted, you know? It's really important. So now you could buy a lot of cheap. If you have 10 mil Pokeyen, you can buy a lot of good vanities that are cheap. I would definitely, if you have 10 mil, definitely get a cheap drip outfit for like 500k or less for a full outfit, maybe a mil or less for a full outfit. That's awesome, right? If you only have 10 mil is a lot of Pokeyen. If you have 10 mil, I would definitely try to make sure you have ways to make Pokeyen. The hardest part is like I'm assuming, make sure you have a Jimmy Run team, make sure you have a Trainer Run Cloister, make sure you have like Frisk Pokemon, like build up your account and build up your ways to make more Pokeyen. But once you do that, yeah, feel free to spend on vanities and fun things. That's the point of MMO. I think sometimes we get a little too efficiency focused and too pragmatic focused and don't spend on the actual end game goals, like our shiny hunts or like our vanities or like just building up a 5x31 Pokemon just because you like the way a 5x31 looks, you know. Just because it's not pragmatic doesn't mean it's not worth going for. That's you know, we playing video games is not pragmatic. We do it because it's fun. You know, it's a pursuing like a fun and enjoyment and spending our time the way we enjoy. So you want to make sure you do that to, you know, balance it out. You do want to have Pokeyen and you want to have efficiency to make it so that you can buy the things you want. You have to have some efficiency to be able to buy the things that you want, you know? So just finding that balance and what percentage you're at is what works is more really important. But if you have 10 mil, I think it's fine to dedicate 500k to a mil on a full outfit, and then I would use that Pokeyen to make more money upcoming in the Lunar New Year event. The Lunar New Year event is coming up. You can make a lot of money during that event. Whew. Yeah, it's that's exactly Lolo, like absolutely. It's just finding that sometimes you run into casual players who are like fuck efficient players, like they don't even have fun, but like that's just don't be all I can say is just don't be extreme. Like that's it. People who say that are fucking lame. Like casual players who are like fuck the efficient players, like they're not even having fun, blah blah blah. Like who are you to tell them what their fun is? For some people, playing at 100% efficiency is the most fun. There's nothing wrong with that. Like don't shame others. It's funny. It's like I would say, I only ever saw this in the RuneScape community. I've almost never seen it in any other game. But in the RuneScape community, you would see casual players flaming the hardcore players for caring. And for like, nothing is more lame to me than making fun of someone who cares about something. I think that is like literally like subhuman, like scum behavior, you know? I think it's like really, it takes like a really like, it's really lame. It's just really lame, you know? There's nothing wrong with caring about something, you know? I think people now, efficiency players who go around being like, I just don't, why are you doing this? Why would you ever fish for a Phoebus here? It's way better. Like, well, that's also, you know, that's also incredibly annoying. It's that balance of don't be that over efficiency player who constantly judges others and acts like everybody needs to be playing the same way that you are, and the vice versa. Don't be the casual player who's like, I just don't understand why people like, you know, playing efficiently. You can't empathize, like, you know, I don't know. It's really important to empathize with why people enjoy different things. It's really simple, but we just lose track of it sometimes. Everybody's toxic. It's yes and no. Yes and no. I really liked a lot of the OSRS community. There is a lot of amazing people. Same with like Poke. There's a lot of them. It's just yeah. There's a lot of amazing people in the PokeMMO community. Are there some toxic ones? For sure, but like, it's tough. As a game grows, it's so tough. You're always gonna have toxic people in a large game. You know, it's just, you know. Yeah, if you want to wear an outfit for a bit, dude, unironically, here's like the boomer in me. I'm really bad about this. Someone said, Austin in chat said, can I just sell my vanities after I'm done wearing them? Yeah, a big, like, you don't have like soul-bound items like in World of Warcraft or some shit, right? Like, dude, if you want to buy a Christmas outfit for Christmas and then sell, you might take a small loss or whatever, like from like the time, you know, whatever, but like that's totally based. Like buying vanities to wear an outfit for a bit and then selling afterwards, or like buying a big one I would say is like choice items. If you're in like your second or third storyline, you might have enough Pokeyen for like a choice band or a choice specs. In my opinion, buy a choice band, use it for your storyline, and then sell it afterwards if you want to. If you can hold on to it, obviously you should, because you need choice bands and specs and starts for like raids and other endgame content. But there is no shame in buying a choice. You know, you'll lose a few thousand Pokeyen from the listing fee, but I try to encourage, we underestimate like storyline players. Like, go ahead and buy a life orb for 67k and then sell it at the end of the storyline, right? Like, there's a lot of value in buying items, using them to get through a point of the game, and then just selling them back later on. You might lose a little bit of Pokeyen, but it's worth for the time save, you know? Six, 7. Yeah, the renting vanities is very interesting. Yeah. What the fuck? Oh. That jump scared me. I was like, what the fuck is that? Their hatches are going well. Let's just keep... We're just cranking them. Do, do. Congratulations, and that's not all. I can't tell if this is a meme. I guess there's no harm in, well, what's up? If it, yeah, what's up? Hello, Poggies. Am I gonna whisper this guy and he's gonna be like, haha, you're broke? that'd be really funny. Haha, broke Lamau. What's up, fan? How you doing, man? Pokeball's paw, the Pokeball, like the Powerball. Fuck, that's a good meme. Haha, broke. No, Forthium, what's up, dude? Happy to see a fucking OG face. What's up, Forthium? How you doing, man? Always happy to see you. Hey, Pat, what can you say about Las Vegas? I don't know. I've never been. I have no idea. What's your opinion on Las Vegas? I love the, I don't know. It's kind of funny to ask. Like, I kind of respect the question. I don't know, man. I don't know a lot about many things. I just know PokeMMO. This is no joke. This is no joke. Why is this giving? You might be real as hell, and I don't know why it's giving like whatnot scam, but I'm sorry. I'm so, maybe it's my cynicism in the era of the internet. I'm so like skeptical. Okay, I try to whisper you and it says the player cannot be found. Las Vegas. I really like Fallout New Vegas. You're being too nice. Well, well, the meme is like, what's the scam? Let's make a deal. What do you? Is this gonna be like good monkey? You're gonna like call me a monkey for obeying? You're trolling, bro. Yeah, this is just like what the. I respect the meme. I respect the meme. I respect the attempt. I just don't. The thing is, yeah, like I love it. What's the joke? I just don't understand what the joke is. Yeah, that wouldn't be. Yeah, it wouldn't be like, yeah, Lyreman account. Yeah. Setting my trainer secure. Yeah, he hasn't. The funny thing is, he hasn't done or asked for anything. Oh, it's funny. You solved Greenland? What the? I don't fucking know, bro. Playing the Price is Right. Wait, is he DMing people? Oh fuck, sorry if that's. What's the gamble? I don't know, man. Are you sponsored? What is happening? Are you sponsored by Las Vegas? Las Vegas is a good place to gamble. Are you fucking bought out, bro? What is this chat? I fucking love. I love Twitch chat, man. Never change. For research purposes? No, I couldn't actually. No, I couldn't, dude. Like, it's like such a like I don't know. There's just I don't know. It's just funny. The Price is Wrong, bitch. I love Happy Gilmore, bro. Good movie. Good movie. Ooh, I could. Okay. All right, we have a few hatches. We're still waiting on 8 eggs plus like 10 more over here. Do we have any over here? We have none over here right now. But like, okay, we have a big breed here. The Corsola is cool. 4x31, no gender. I haven't checked the Tangela. The Tangela is a really big one. We need to check for the nature. If this thing rolled bold, relaxed, you know, sassy, modest, that'd be fantastic. I have not checked it. Let's go and check it in live time. Let's check it. Bashful, not going to be usable. That will need to be rebred. Look at the stats though. The stats came out really freaking solid, man. That'll be a really, really nice breeder in the future. And then I don't know if anything else. I'm not sure if nature's mattered for much else, but we'll go through and check. I feel like a modest or a timid on that would have been nice. Nothing crazy here. Just a bunch of good breeders for the future. Nothing too crazy. Oh, these were bred to go together though, weren't they? This and the Misdrevious. Did I not hatch the Misdrevious yet? That's so funny. How did that happen? Where's the Misdrevious egg? Oh, it's over here. I moved it over. Yeah. Okay. Okay, what just came out? We got a bunch of carps. Any of these nature rolls matter? I don't think so. I think it's mostly just breeding for breeds. Breeding for breeders, man. A lot of this is just breeding for breeders. And this is attack and spit def. Beautiful. When I say the Tangela is a breeder, I mean it will be bred up in the future, not be it. Yeah, my wording was not. That's why I made it female. No, my word choice was not perfect there. That's fair, or not like not clear. All right, and here's that Drifloon Misdrevious breed. I kind of wish I made the Drifloon female, but that's okay. It's still a 4x31 chaos Pokemon. I'm actually gonna double check my PC just to see if I have another 4x1 so I can pair it up with that, and that might make her a specific gender. So we're gonna double check before we go through with this. I want to go chaos 31 4 matching nothing. All right, and there were no 4x31 chaos age group mons in my boxes, so this can come out whatever gender. It's totally fine either way. Go ahead and get that going. That's a big breeder. A lot of 4x31s now on the account, man. It's great. Once again, the holiday progress has been insane. It can't be overstated, dude. I expected the holiday events to do a lot for the Iron Man account. I did not expect breeders. Like, that's what's so like insane. What's up, Shiny Nick? How you doing, man? How you doing, dude? I've lived in Las Vegas for 9 years. It's a bad place. There you go. There's your. I have no fucking idea. My opinion of Las Vegas comes from like The Hangover. I don't know, dude. I don't. Thoughts on the UK? Dude, okay. This is a good bit though. Like, hey Pat, what are your thoughts on just some random, like, I don't fucking know, bro. I barely have thoughts on the US, but I don't know shit, man. Ask me my thoughts on fucking Piloswine, bro. That's a real question. Now we're spitting facts, you know? Is it true that Vegas was more enjoyable when the mobs controlled it? Bro, I don't know. Go ask fucking El Chapo. I have no idea. I don't even know if that's... Bro, that's not even remotely... I don't think he was involved with that at all. Is it good then? I just have no opinion. I don't know. I don't know if I would enjoy Vegas. I don't know if it's my... I'm not a big, like, crazy partier. Or, like, even... But, I mean, I can be. When I'm a crazy partier, I like partying, like... I like house... I like... 6 to 12 people at somebody's house and we all get just drunk and like play Call of Duty on PS3 or some shit, like or like just hang out and talk, like that's my, like, I love getting fucking hanging out and schmeeming. I've done my fair share of it, but I don't want to. I hate being out in public and being under the influence. I'm not a fan unless, well, maybe it's, I hate being drunk in public. I don't really like that. I kind of don't mind being on THC in public. And it, like, walking to a restaurant, like, that feels fucking goated. You're just like nice and chill. You're just like, you like leave, where it's at. I love just like, I don't even know if house parties is the right word versus just like fucking friend get-togethers, but like, we're fucking 30, yeah. As you have to go to bed. Now, I like the going to someone else's place and committing to staying the night. I feel like a lot of our friends have turned 30 and we don't do that shit anymore. I miss it, man. I think you should go to a friend's house and you and your IRL friend group should all have a party where you get so fucked up you have to sleep over at least like twice a year. Maybe once a year. At least once a year, ideally twice a year, Any day. I love babysitting drunk people. I know that's like a huge, like, some people fucking hate that shit. I like it, man. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, hey man, can I get you any water? I'm gonna get you a cup of water, even if you don't want it. I'll get you a cup of water. Do you want any food? I could like a hot pocket. It's fucking, I don't know, man. It's sweet. It's like, it feels like you're doing a public service to take care of a drunk. It's just cute. Maybe some people are assholes. And I don't have that problem or whatever, but like with my friends, thankfully, but like, I love babysitting drunk people. I think it's really funny and like cute a lot of the time. Usually just feels wholesome, like, I'll get you some blankets, you can be on the couch and hang, I'll see you in the morning, like we can go to brunch, like, it's just wholesome. These were all from not this, but these were all from this. Okay. Look at all these breeds we did, dude. Holy fuck. It's a nightmare. Everybody, I respect the I love people who are like, I fucking suck while drunk, or I get, so I just do, like, I respect that a lot. Like, knowing, you know, what you're about. That's fucking based. Everybody's affected differently, you know. I'm not drunk. Maybe I've just never, yeah. Maybe I've just never, yeah. I'll call it off camera because I caught it off. I almost never catch alphas off camera. I usually record a clip for it, but I didn't record them for that one. So that's why. That's the only reason, Tom. I try to log like every progress made on the Ironman account, you know, like I feel like alpha catches are a big one, you know. Get some shut eye. With no up to team shut is pretty unlucky. I feel like it's normal. Legendary lures are like a fucking scam, and that is pretty like normal. Yeah, like that's unfortunate. Like that, they're not actually. They're just so expensive for like the map. You end up spending like. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I love calcing legendary lures to see if they're a scam every so often. Legendary lures have dropped in price continuously, so honestly, like maybe they're more worth it now. Usually legendary lures are like super not worth it, right? So let's go ahead and actually let's calc it out, man. So legendary lures, you get 300 steps per legendary lure. I know that with expert lures, you use about 10 lures an hour. So that's 250 times 10. That's about 2,500 steps per hour. So we can use that math with our legendary lure math. Take this divided by 300. That means you're going to be popping, let's say about 8.5 legendary lures an hour, right? Let's say let's just count it at 8 an hour, because that will help us. Let's say because the encounter rate increase, it's only 8 an hour. I don't know, something like that. Let's just even it out, make it easier, right? It's just a guesstimation more than like an exact calculation. So at 8 legendary lures an hour, right? That is 8 times 27,000 Pokeyen a piece. That's 216,000 Pokeyen an hour. And if you were to pop them for an entire legendary hunt, we don't know the legendary rate. We know that it's somewhere between like 1 in 1,000 and 1 in 8,000. The community kind of assumes that it's somewhere around 1 in 5,000 mark to make a guesstimate, right? So we're going to use that number in our guesstimate here, right? It gives you a 30% chance, increased chance to encounter the legendary, right? So that is 5,000, you know, encounters times the 30%. So you do 5,000 minus 1,500. I'm terrible at math, but this is close enough, right? So that should make your legendary rate around 1 in 3,500. Now we know that if you're single encountering, you get about 300 encounters per hour, right? So that ends up being 3,500 divided by 300 encounters per hour. That gives us the hour. So it will take you about 12 hours or so on average to do a legendary shunt. And then you do 12 times 216k, the cost per hour, making it so that legendary lures cost you 2.6 million Pokeyen to hunt the legendary if you pop it for the full shunt. That, in my opinion, is vehemently not worth it. Legendaries are way cheap. You could just buy a legendary for way cheaper than that, right? And then on top of it, they only save you, right? Let's do the math. So if it's a 5,000 hour hunt divided by 300, a legendary hunt is normally around 17 hours, right? So a legendary lure takes the hunt from 17 hours to 12 hours. So it saves you 5 hours. Would you pay 2.6 million Pokeyen to save 5 hours? I don't think so. You would have to be able to make 520k an hour to make it worthwhile and efficient on average. We're not, you know, it's not exactly. If you like popping, the biggest thing is legendary lures you pop for fun. If you want to pop them for fun, go for it. That you don't have to justify it to me or anybody else, okay? Pop legendary lures for fun, hell yeah. Inefficiency is fun. You know, everything is not about efficiency. I'm not trying to tell you what to do or how to play, but I am trying to give you the tools and the efficient answer so you can make that decision by yourself, right? Legendary lures are super not efficient to use, in my opinion, but they're a hell of a lot of fun. So if you want to do it for fun, hell yeah, go for it. But in my opinion, very financially not worth. It's cool to calculate it every few months to see if it's changed. The problem is, like, I don't know how they would have to be. How cheap would they really have to be worth it? And I don't know. They have to be like fucking 5K. Like, it have to be so cheap. Like, it's just hard. It's just like an impossible metric, you know? So that's tough. Great question. Great question. So it's one would argue that one could argue, yeah, it's a legit good question, Julius. You have to be either, I don't think it's that, it's more of like a people like, there are certain people that like endurance, and like I don't know if it's like masochism as much as like accomplishing something difficult. I guess would you consider marathon runners masochist? Maybe a little, you know, like it's a good question. Maybe a little bit. What percentage? I don't know. Do you have to be a little masochist to enjoy marathon running, shiny hunting, you know? Maybe a little bit. I don't know, you know? I think putting yourself through a tough situation and climbing out on top is a lot of the human experience, you know, cringily and philosophically, and you know, but it's I think something like perfectly represents that, you know. Don't give me just tell me how to play. Don't give me the tools. Giga chat. Based. All right. All right, we're almost done. We had all of our eggs hatch. We have a lot of cool Pokemon here, except for these few breeds. I do want to go through these once again very like slowly and carefully to make sure I breed them as the right genders and make sure I pair them up correctly. The Staryu is the easiest one, so we'll start with that because there's no gender to select there. It's literally only, you know, Staryu's genderless. So, and we are doing an attack breed Staryu, which is kind of funny, but I do want to start working towards a 6x31 Starmie at some point. So it also just clears up PC space. All of these breeds clear up PC space, and that's one of the most important things when breeding on an Ironman account. Is just the PC space is so freaking huge. Okay, so we'll pair it together. Next up, we need to make this female so we can pair it with the Spirit Tomb to the right, and that's gonna give us a 4x31 Chaos Aid group. So that's huge. There we go. We're almost back down to 1,000,000 Pokeyen. We use that, you know, it's a lot of Pokeyen to these breeds. This one needs to be female to breed with our, oh, here's a 5x31 breed. Well, 4 times, and we'll pair it in a quick sec. Just a casual, we're at this point on the Iron Man, just a casual 5x31 breed coming through with this. Bro, thank you for the super chat, man. What's up? No, this one I know plus. Ooh. That's a good question. Give me one sec. This is a great question. Someone said, do you think the Pump Kid is worth the investment 90 mil plus? The Pump Kid particle effect. For those who don't know, that is the rarest particle effect in PokeMMO, the most expensive one, at least I believe. Let's see if I can find it. I believe it's from one of these super old Halloween events, and you could only get it by beating the raid. There is no, like, I don't think there's an item you put on. Let me go double check though. Pump Kid. There might be. I don't think so. Unless I spelled it wrong, but I think you only got it by beating the Pumpkin boss while having the Pokemon in your party. It was back during 2020, right? So there's very few Mons with this Pumpkin particle effect, and Mons like Magnezone and Bronzong, these are cheap because they're genderless, and they can't be used as breeders, or like female only, like for Chansey, right? But anything like an Eevee, 15 mil. This particle effect is so expensive. A ditto is 15 mil, right? Is the Pumpkin particle effect a good investment? Is it on a shiny specifically? On a shiny, I am not as well, I don't know, as well versed and understood. Like, could you flip this? Maybe. It, you know, I don't know, right? In terms of Pumpkin particle effects on Pokemon, people will buy, for example, like these Beldums. They'll buy like these 5 Beldums and then buy 30,000 Dittos and breed over and over and over again until they get a shiny Beldum, right? These will almost always be in demand. It's pretty expensive high-end players who go for these. There's only 48 of them. Wait, that's insane. What about non-shiny? To give you an idea of how rare Pumpkin particle effect Pokemon are, there are 33 of them on the GTL. There are 33 non-shiny Pumpkin particle Pokemon on the GTL. A Ditto is 16 mil. You know, you have to give this. It's so crazy, man. This is so insane. I think that something like this is so legendary, so desired. I could only see stuff like this going up over time the supply mistakes will be made. We've seen people accidentally breed and consume the particle effects, like breed them together. That's one of the biggest gut punches when you are doing pumpkin particle breeding and you have like the 8 beldums and then you breed, you use the dittos and you accidentally misclick. It takes one misclick to breed a pumpkin particle beldum with another pumpkin beldum, and it poofs 16 mil just like that. So in my opinion, like, I think the pumpkins are a pretty good investment. I'm not an expert by any means, please make your own financial decisions, but in terms of like high-end investments, I could see these being pretty solid and just going now. I wouldn't buy like Magnezone. I wouldn't buy the cheap ones. I would go for like the dittos or like beldum or like, you know, desired shinies. These are kind of it. The Staryu is kind of interesting, especially with how cheap Staryus and Starmies are right now. People have started egging Staryus and Starmies because they're so cheap because of the event. I think it's kind of interesting. I'd be a little careful with that, but I think single encountering is still fantastic, but it is interesting. Good question though for someone in chat. I think it's interesting. I think that there's never going to be more pumpkin particles in the game like that. You know, it's so limited and like. Articuno shiny like wait, on the GTL or like in game right now, or what do you mean? Like. If someone has a live Articuno shiny, that would be fucking insane. I would love to go watch. Please tell me you're in the battle. I would love to go like see the battle. If it's, that'd be like amazing to have that on live stream. That would be like maybe that's so crazy. There's our 3 eggs. Let's go pair them up. What's up, Dread? How you doing, dude? What's up, man? These 3 over here. All right. Used to be HP. Got a 5x31 breed coming up right here. Really happy with this, man. I probably make this a male breeder. Yeah, almost guaranteed make this a male. I'm actually gonna name this that so I remember. It does have hidden ability access though, but I already have so many. GTL. Oh, I'm the good call, voiceless. I could have deduced that myself. Good luck to you, Bam Bam. The legendary hunt is tough, dude. Good luck to you, man. That person is. It is a no. It's really fucking cool, Robert. Yeah, it's really cool, man. Legendaries like that are crazy. No, it's a really cool thing to see. Defense needs speed. Actually, double speed. All right. I think after this we go Fossil Farm. Prepare for Shiny Wars. All right. All right, then here's our 3 final breeds. We are staying just barely above 1 million Pokeyen today. Really happy to see that. Here's our Chaos A group 4x31 breeder. I already double checked. There are no 4x31s I have in my. Well, wait a minute. I just bred. Oh, I might have a 5x31 Chaos breeder actually. I just bred a 4x31 Chaos A group Pokemon. Let's see if these can pair up. That would actually be sick. That would be so cool. So I just bred this Misdrevious, right? It's missing HP. Does the other one have HP is the question. It does. Okay. So we're okay. Beautiful. We got another breed after this then. Huge. Okay. We're going to get the Misdrevious. That's female. So we're going to make sure we go ahead and make this Spirit Tomb breed. Make this male to match with the Misdrevious. That's going to be a 5x31 Chaos A group breeder, dude. Fucking hell. That's awesome, actually. That's so sick. Hell yeah. All right. Multiple 5x31s in one breeding extravaganza. Who would have thought the day would come, dude? That's so crazy. Staryu's an easy one. 3x31 in attacks and speed, kind of wonky, but you know what? Gotta get that 6x31 Staryu going somehow. And then finally, the Fungus breed. This is a 5x31. We're gonna make this male, make it a breeder. It could randomly roll a usable nature and be a. But I have so many Amoonguses at this point. Like, I'm chilling, you know. We're gonna go 5x31. Plant A group breeder here, make it male so we can put those stats onto another more powerful Pokemon, another powerful species that we have less, you know, breeds on. Woo. No, the plan is to do the Shiny Wars on the Ironman account. That's why I'm like that's why I'm like preparing so ahead of time, you know. I don't think top 3 is possible on an Ironman account. I could be wrong. I think I should be going for like top 50. The Lunar New Year events, yep, coming up. Storylines. Yes, if you're like if you don't know what to do right now, Lunar New Year prep is what everybody should be working on. If your like PC is cleaned up and stuff like that. No, dude, I love the pub in parentheses. I have it here. I have a video. I did just put out a video on Lunar New Year prep. But the question of like what should I be doing is fantastic. And then hopefully this video can answer that question in more detail. Then I do have a raid prep guide coming out this Sunday, like this weekend. I don't know which date it'll be on, but this maybe I'll try to do it sooner than later. But this Lunar New Year event prep guide should help hopefully a lot. I should have mentioned like having a catching mon, like having Breloom, having Smeargle for this is really important for sure. Thank you, Alpha. I do have a Christmas little sprite mod installed. Yeah, this should also be 86, I believe. Might be 87. I don't remember. I'm gonna do 86 just because I don't remember. Let's go grab that Miss Druvius before I forget. I can't believe we're gonna have another fucking. So many 5x31s now, man. It's insane. Any pump kid? Okay, hopefully you made your own. I believe in the pump kid particle effect in that market. It's so rare and so unique. I don't know if the shiny ones. I'm hoping it. Good luck to you. Please don't come back and yell at me if you lose money on it. Please don't come fucking crash out on me and blame me. That's all I ask. Because it's not, it's not financial advice. It's your own decision. If you make money as well, don't credit me. Be like, yo, man, like, I made money on this. I made this decision. Like, if you make money on an investment, that's your decision. Give yourself the credit. If you lose money, it is what it is, It was the cheapest. Like, what's the next, like, at a glance, it seems underpriced, but I don't know the pumpkin particle market. It's one of those. It was mail as well too. Like, that's pretty fucking, like, that's sick. Like, lost 200 mil. No. Was it at Metrodome Monday? True. Actually real. Actually true. Dude, look at all these fucking breeders I made today. After these 3 eggs and then this Misdrevious breed, I'm gonna check just how many 5x31s I have in my boxes. I feel like that'll be a really cool, like, total thing to check. It's gotten crazy. It's just gotten insane. It's so wild how far the Ironman account has come so fucking far in 6 months or whatever. I'm Brazilian. Yo, much love to you, man. Much love to you, dude. Your honor, packing me bad. Yeah, I'm really good at that, Making good investments in PokeMMO also is getting harder. I always say, like, the investment game in PokeMMO has changed a lot over the past few years or whatever. Like, as education has spread, there's less pieces of the pie. And I talked about that. Like, the real meme is we should not have been able to make 100% profit. Like, it was insane. I told people, bro, Mysterious Ball 2023's Great Balls were insane. And the fact people were able to make 100% return on investment within like 3 to 6 months, that should not be possible. That's like an insane on a sealed product. Like, it's for the finance bros in chat, which it's annoying, but it's important to know. It would be like if I bought like a fucking growth index fund and then a growth index fund, and then in 3 months it was up 100%. Like, that's fucking unhinged. Like, an index, not even a single stock, but an index, like ETF, right? Like, being like, it's fucking ridiculous, right? It's super dumb. The fact that was possible in PokeMMO for so long is crazy. Like, if you had the like willpower to just buy an investment as well as like the capital, investments were printing money for so many years in PokeMMO. And I try to tell people to do it whenever possible. I think now it's getting harder. Now there's less pieces of the pie. I try to be honest. Like, there's less pieces of the pie now, and that will, and a new update will happen at some point where we see a similar thing, Dude, that is a really interesting question. This is a really interesting question. I was just talking about like how Pokemon investments have changed a lot over the past few years, how there are less pieces of the pie, how it is a bit harder to make investments. You still can get crazy profits. Like, don't think of it as, oh, because it's harder, therefore it's doomer and it's not worth doing. Like, no. You can still make like 20% return. Like, I've already made like a lot of money on just Xmas event investments on my main account. And that's like been so little time, right? Like, it barely just ended, right? Investing is still really good. Making safe investments is still really powerful, but you get less. It's less good as education spreads, which is a good thing. More people are making less profit, but more people are able to make profit. And I'd rather like 20,000 PokeMMO players be able to make, 5 mil than 1,000 PokeMMO players make 10 mil. Like I think it's cooler that it's a widespread thing, right? But someone mentioned, do you think PvP boxes are a worthwhile investment? I don't know, and nobody knows. That is an incredibly interesting question because we've never seen it. Well, not these boxes, but we've never seen it before. Is it called Xmas mystery box? Yeah. We are not used to these boxes. They are new, right? These Xmas mystery boxes, these Halloween mystery boxes have really interesting potential. We don't know what we don't know. We just don't know. I could see these having zero value and being forgotten and nobody cares about them. Maybe like a side show of the events, or I could see them going up like 200, 300% because they are kind of, they're just ignored and not thought of because they're so new. When something is new, the risk is higher, but the potential is there, but the risk is there, right? So we don't know. We don't have history. Like, all of my investment talk when it comes to Pokemon is based on my 10 years of experience. Nobody has any experience on these mystery boxes. They're fucking 2 months old, 3 months old. Like, I'm really curious to see what happens. I am really, really interested. When to sell event balls? It's like asking when to sell Bitcoin. That's up to you, man. I don't have the magic answer, when to buy, what investment to buy, when to sell. It's like asking a finance broker, or like, I'm not a finance. The problem is I'm not here to give financial advice. I'm here to just give like general themes and like memes. And yeah, you got to make your own decisions. I know it's hard. I'm sorry. And it's risky. I can't be at risk for, for people's money. I would hate that job. I would, you gotta be a little bit of a psychopath or like really confident in your knowledge. Yeah, buy high, sell low. True, Giga Chad. True based. True, fam. You should honestly give everybody based. What's the best PokeMMO sealed product to invest in this event season? Go. I trust you fully. I will spend all my money on it. True and real, Giga Chad. Balls. You're actually not. The fucked up thing is I agree with you. I don't know if you are memeing, but mysterious balls are actually like my favorite investment and the investment that I've made the most Pokeyen on personally. Mysterious balls are goated. Anyways, here's another 5x31 breed on the Ironman account. I'm gonna make it male to make it as a breed. I don't really care too much for like a Miss Magius breed, to be fair, but it is, dude, it's crazy how far this account has come. I want to go count right now how many 5x. I'm guessing that I have five 5x31s would blow my mind. I think I have around that, but I don't know for sure. Let's go check our boxes, and I have one hatching right now, so that'll add 1 to the number. Let's see. 1 Fungus, that's 1. 2, the Tyranitar, that's 3. 4, no nature though. Wait, I have way more than I realized. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't count on one hand. 9, 10. Does the legendary count? Sure. 10, 11, 12. 13. I have 14. Okay, 3 are legendaries, so keep that in mind. I have plus the Mischievous. I have 15. I have 15 5x31s on the account now. I thought I had like 5. Now, if you don't count legendaries, it's like 12. Keep that in. That is an important difference, but that's crazy, dude. What? That's insane. It's cool to track that, man. Yo, what's up, Charles? I have a video on what's the best region in PokeMMO, and it covers my recommended completion order as well as power rankings. This video should answer every question you have about regions of PokeMMO. If you have a question after, let me know, you know? Man, that is so many good IV Mons. What the fuck? Get the end tag. Good luck to you, Dread. Oh, get the... No. It's staying on the account forever. That's beautiful, man. Okay. I haven't had a stretch break all stream. I'm going to go take that, boys. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. I'll come back in the... Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to take my stretch break like this so that if the egg hatches, it's one breed. If this hatches shiny, you guys will see it. I'll be back in 5 minutes. If it's shiny, scream at me in chat, okay? I'll be right back.
Shooting stars came crashing down, and we're building back up again now. I see your heart, see your mind, see all you hide. I won't let you go, can't let this die. When you lose yourself, I'll be right beside you. I see your heart, see your mind, see all you hide. I won't let you go, can't let this die. When you lose yourself, I'll be right beside you.
Okay, dude, getting that fucking getting all those breeds done. I've been setting up those breeds for hours. Did I get the egg shiny? True. Oh my goodness, it's a egg shiny 5x31. True, not clickbait. Good one, chat. Very funny. Very true. Me when chat lies about a shiny. First time seeing this. True. Based. Same reaction. True. Okay. And there it is, man. There's our 5x31 Chaos Egg Breeder. Came out with whatever nature, so that's fine. It's a breeder. That's fine. A Misdrevious. Man, it's crazy. We made a lot of progress in this episode. And I think we're nearing the end of Iron Man episode 28. All of these breeders get to get moved over to these boxes. I want to move over here first. And then hopefully... Is it going to be like 30 exactly? Let's see. 32. I would love this to be 30 or less, but that's still, dude. When I started this episode, I was overflowing. Also, this box. Wait, this box is like empty. I cleaned like 2.5 boxes of breeders this episode. Something ridiculous. These can all go either in my account box. I think this is full though, or over just over here. I'm really proud, dude. 2 empty boxes. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Now, I am getting lower on Pokeyen, but I have to go do something kind of funny, okay? I have to go spend down even more. There's one more thing I have to do. This whole Iron Man episode has been about preparing for the Lunar New Year event prep. And the Lunar New Year event prep starts tomorrow, okay? That starts tomorrow. But I do have one thing that I have to do before we start the Lunar New Year event prep. I finally have processed everything for both Xmas and Halloween. You know, I finally can begin the Lunar New Year event prep. And to be fair, I don't think there will be that much Lunar New Year event prep. I think I have very, very little to do, thankfully, because I spent so much time and energy preparing for Xmas and Halloween, right? So, but first things first, I have to go spend a ton of Pokeyen on Pokeballs, man. The Xmas event drained my Pokeballs. It's crazy. I think I went from like 300, like I had like 300 quick balls, 300 like dust balls. Everything is just obliterated. So I have to buy a ton more of these. Net balls, I'm down to under 100. I'll buy like 60 more net balls. That's 80k. Nest balls, I'll go ahead and buy 230. That's 230k. Oh my goodness. Dust balls, I need a ton of these. I need like 300. That's 400. Watch this. Watch. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay. Woo, I'm running low, boys, but it's got to, you know, I need about 106 of these maybe. Not 206. 106. I am just spending that. Yeah, bye yen. Bye all the gym reruns. Timer balls, I'm even down under 100. I haven't been under 100 timer balls in a really long time. Oh, do I do this? Is this even is this worth it? Let's for now, I should denote that I need to buy more time. This is not enough. Am I also low on repeat balls? No, thankfully I do have repeat balls, so I can go Ditto farm if I want to. That's a good thing to be able to go do. Timer balls, I'm just gonna buy like 4 for now to have it at an even 100. I will have to buy more of those in the future. Timer balls will have to get stocked up on. That's a really important one. I'm gonna leave myself with 138k for now. That is insane. I have not been this low in a very, very long time. And from now until the Lunar New Year event, which is around February 17th, for those who don't know, it's just gonna be gym reruns, raid Pokemon, fully getting items, fully making sure that I'm ready to tackle every part of that event and all the content. And I can't wait to see you guys with that adventure starting very, very soon. Woo! That's a cool little Iron Man clips, boys. Was this the currently recording for Iron Man episode 28 for those who have been watching the series? A little bit of a, you know, spoiler ahead.
This is a really interesting question. I was just talking about like how Pokemon investments have changed.
This is a stream recap. Okay, great. Okay, good question today, Chad. Good job. Having total. Good question. Mysterious ball on the Iron Man account. Mysterious balls in total.
115 dust, 81 Pokeballs, 48 greats. Not a whole lot. 24 ultra, but like, you know, a fair some, right? Worked really hard for these hilariously, you know. I'm too much of a fucking child playing about balls and breeding. You would love PokeMMO, fam. It's fun, dude. Very RuneScape coded. Dude, welcome back, Alti. Like, that's... I played PokeMMO in 2013. One of the coolest things is, like, seeing people who also play... Like, 2013 was a special time, man, in PokeMMO. It was a beautiful, you know... I guess... Wait, 10 years ago was 2016. I'm fucking I'm insanely okay, we gotta go. Okay, right now, no ball. No, fuck that. Why would I? No, Smooth, you are a naughty influence is what I will say, dude. You can't be, dude. I'm saving these. The fucked up thing, Smooth, I am literally saving these for Shiny Wars. I'm saving these for like 8 months until Shiny Wars. Yes. I played as far back, not to like one up you, that's so cringe, but I played as far back as like when there was only one region in the game. When Hoenn was added, like that was a massive deal, cutie. Like that Hoenn's release was a crazy time in PokeMMO. That was so interesting. And then eventually Unova, dude, it went Gen 1, Gen 3, Gen 5. So crazy. Anyways, okay. Hold back. I get it, man. I get it. Dude, happy to fucking hear it, Route. Hell yeah, man. But once again, PokeMMO is so similar to RuneScape, where like a lot of people start playing PokeMMO because of nostalgia, or start playing old RuneScape because of nostalgia, and then realize like it's not just nostalgia. Like the nostalgia is cool and fun, don't get me wrong, but you're like, wait a minute, this game is just good. The balancing is just good. The grinds are rewarding. Like, I think that's a really cool thing. It's to see so many people come back to PokeMMO or old school RuneScape for nostalgia and then stay because the game is just good. Is fucking awesome. You know? Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit of a sellout for a quick sec, chat. I'm gonna do okay. Before I take this sponsor, I've gotta say, this is a meme. Please don't, well, actually everything I'm about to say is very much my true opinion, and I actually do advocate for you guys to watch this TV show. I think it's really fucking funny that I have the opportunity. The fact that this thing will sponsor me is just fucking hilarious. So I've got to take the advantage of it, okay? I'll show you what I mean here in a quick sec. It's just... it's a really good TV... That's what it's a really good show, guys. Oh my, it's a really cool show. From Genius... they're not gonna pay me. This is so fucking funny. They're not gonna pay. It's just too. I can't stop laughing. Like they're not gonna. Understandably so. One sec. Let me. I don't know if this is gonna go through. Lock in, chat. Lock in. Lock in and be polite, guys. Lock in and be polite. Unironically. Thank you. Activate channel skin. One sec. To activate. This was really easy last time. Give me one sec. Make sure I do this. Sorry, let's have some music on. Wait a minute. Let's have some music while we do this. One sec. Do you guys see the... Is the TED channel skin active, chat? Be honest. Be honest with me. Be real with me right now. If I go to my stream, you guys see Ted all over my stream. I don't know if I do yet. I don't know if it's enabled. Dagnabbit. No? Give me 1 sec while I figure out this very important opportunity. I can't find it. Bro can't even do a sponsor because he can't find where to click to do that. Give me 1 sec. We're working on it. I will figure this out. Smiley face. What the hell? What do you mean? What do you mean fucking... Sponsor. Ah, I see. Streamer's only been streaming for how long? 13 years. Finally figures it out. Peculiar. That's not too shabby. Enable, guys. The Ted channel skin just got enabled. We're locked in. Holy shit. Holy. Okay, is there a teddy bear with a goofy, foul-mouthed teddy bear, awkward but likable, right, guys? Let me refresh. Is it taken over the stream? Has Ted, the raunchy but lovable teddy bear, taken over the stream? Oh, I see it. Oh my goodness. Pat X Ted, the collab. The collab of the century. Dude, I can't. Look at this, boys. Look at this. Insane. Who would have thought, bro? Who would have thought? Look at us. Why Ted? Because it's the best darn TV show on TV. True and real. Look at this. Look at this. Insane. The collaboration of the lifetime. It's so goofy. Anyways. If you guys like funny, wacky comedies. I mean, unironically, I'm memeing, but there is a like legit lack of wacky fun comedies in the current wacky fun comedy marketplace. Especially, bro, sometimes you want to come home from work, put on a TV show and just laugh and have good vibes. I think Ted 2 might be that, boys. I think Ted 2 might be that. Let me get my Is there an alpha spawn? That's hilarious. Okay. Alrighty, fellas. I'm here today to bring you the TV show that is just a fun time. We need more fun times in the world right now. And watching the Ted TV show is just a fun time. The new season is coming out. I believe it's season 2. If you want a show to just turn on and laugh to and just let all your problems and the boring real world stuff, you know, taxes, rent, you know, paycheck, all that stuff sucks. Okay. Instead, you could just hang out. Watch a goofy teddy bear, a raunchy little teddy with a goofy mouth on him, but still lovable and awkward and a lot of fun. You could watch him meme around and just see what adventures he gets himself into. Let's check out the trailer for Ted 2, guys.
Can't believe we're halfway through senior year.
Yeah, time
I can't believe we're halfway through senior year.
when you're stoned 15 hours a day.
I'm gonna go to college, having never had a girlfriend.
Hey, what about Erin? She's single.
Never happened though. She doesn't date dorks.
Hey, you never know.
Doesn't date dorks.
Maybe she's sick of guys with lots of confidence, chiseled jaws, and huge dicks.
I wish I was a little bit taller.
I don't think I've been
There's
this
kind
high
of a
before.
vibe.
Do I have human feet right now?
I wish I was a baller.
Oh man, she's so hot. I wish we could call one of those numbers.
I'm laughing because the show is so funny, guys.
So what's your fantasy?
I'd touch your boob.
Oh, God!
Teddy, cut it out, you're hurting her.
Oh shit, is it too much? I'm just trying to have fun.
Whoever made these calls, know this. Most masturbators are caught within the first 48 hours.
We're fucked.
I mean, I'm actually gonna go. Now we've got to watch it for the bit. I'm memeing. I cannot wait to go end stream and go watch Ted season 1. Get caught up. That's a good bit, bro.
Run, Johnny! Oh, jeez.
You're an adult now.
Whether you like all of his projects or not, Seth MacFarlane is, in my opinion, a comedy genius, unironically.
That means responsibility. Teddy,
Me and your mom.
dryer's done.
Jesus Christ!
Teddy, what happened?
Next time you start that thing, fucking knock first.
This sucks. The same loser I was the day I walked in here.
That's what growing up's all about. Making
This looks really good,
mistakes
guys.
Am I lesbian now?
I'm going to bed. And letting your mother fix it.
No more mistakes for us. Hand me that bong.
I wish I had a brand new.
You and
I watched this because of the sponsorship. Thank you, Patrouski. Thank you, beloved viewer. Hey, shout out you, Pog.
now adult members of society.
Absolutely not.
Have you ever played D&D before?
Okay, wait, D&D? Was this?
I already fucking hate
Is this Ted or Stranger Things? Oh,
this.
You're a real pal.
Stranger
Johnny.
Ted
You know that?
things.
Now, would you sit in Blair's
The better,
car and be
okay,
my
unironically,
lookout
probably the better D&D show.
while I have dirty bear sex with Mrs. Robachek?
Teddy, it would be
Okay.
my honor.
Riz?
Johnny!
Chad, is this Riz?
Start the car!
What the fuck is that?
Big purple dick! Go, go, go! We gotta get the fuck out of here!
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
March 5th! It's coming out March 5th! That's so soon!
Hey, can I have this?
Unironically, I love dude, me and my wife have definitely been in an arc recently of just like having a comedy show to put on in the background. We've been in a background comedy show arc. This looks like a lot of fun. This looks like fun, low stress, like once again, come home from work type show, like just relax, have some laughs, and just chill out and meme around. So honestly, yeah. How do I wait? How am I going to wait until like in March 3rd? That's the real question, is how could you wait that long? It feels so far away, man. This stream is sponsored by Peacock. I've got to say that. I should have said that earlier. My apologies. Honestly, okay, I do love Peacock. Honestly, one of the best, if not the best. Dig it, Chad. This looks fun, man. I would watch this. I'm gonna watch this for sure. It looks like a good meme, good time. Turn the brain off, put it on in the background, just relax. Like that's what it's about some of these days, man. And it's a beautiful thing. So check out Ted 2 once again, March 5th, Ted 2. Ted 2, March 5th, Ted 2, March 5th, Ted 2, Season 2. Ted 2, the show, not the movie. Ted 2, Season 2. The main actor, also the Bostonian guy, he's like super lovable. Like unironic, like actually super lovable. And this is not, everybody knows the amazing, Ted 1, Ted 2 movies. You may not know the TV show. This is Season 2 of the show. I like that it's a younger lead as well. I think it works a lot better. The Bostonian accent also goes hard and is a vibe. Check out, guys, Ted 2. Check it out. Coming out March 5th, and it's a long wait, but check it out, guys. Ted 2, Season 2, March 5th. Ted 2, March 5th. Ted Peacock. Okay. Pog. Are we done? I don't know if that's gonna. It's a great. Check it out, guys. I mean, unironically, I do want to watch. Like, it does seem like that seems fun. The name of that show. It's a fun little shmeme, bro. It's a fun little shmeme. We love a fun little shmeme, We love a fun shmeme. I love it, man. I love it. I respect it. They're doing cool stuff. Shout out Peacock. Shout out Ted 2. And also, like, the real cool thing is little meme sponsorships like this allow us to just, like, it allows you guys to have to pay me less money so I can pay my rent, Giga Chad, and I can just still make it helps me make better PokeMMO content. So, appreciate you guys watching. Let's go ahead and It's such a good show, guys. Okay, the best show, honestly, one might say. You know, people are saying, you know, Severance this, Breaking Bad that, Ted 2. Come on, get in the conversation. Let's actually like have some real opinions, okay? Okay, let me okay. I'm not getting paid for that, let's be honest. Okay. Now, the real question is, what's next? Well, the Ted 2 I'm Ted 2 brained. My brain has been distracted by the Ted 2 experience, to be honest with you guys. Wait, what's up? Coley, what's up? Oh, that's a great question. This is a great question. Someone said there's an Alpha Kangaskhan spawn right now, and someone said Alpha Kangaskhan easy skip. And someone said, what's the reason to skip Kangaskhan? Great question. Sometimes female-only alpha species are worth so little Pokeyen because they can't be breeders. You can only use a Kangaskhan. It's a female-only species. You can only use it to breed more Kangaskhans, right? And at a certain point, you only need so many Kangaskhans, right, on the market. It's not a very demanded Pokemon, right? So what happens is Alpha Kangaskhans just get incredibly cheap, right? Like the average Kangaskhan is just gonna be like 5k, you know, like it's so maybe 20k, like it's just they get so cheap. Maybe the average is like 20k. It's for a lot, it's just not worth you go catch them, unfortunately. And that's the state of certain alphas like that. And some, I think alphas should be like that. A lot of alphas are too cheap right now, but hopefully one day we see those changes in the future. But you know, it's a good thing. It's a great question. Glad you asked, man. You can catch it in absolutely, yeah. It's more if you're in the storyline, like I love Kangaskhan. It's more of like just more of like a end game player don't really spend their time catching, you know, the same alpha multiple times, you know, type thing. Yeah, catch a Kangaskhan for the OT is fucking all. There you go. That's awesome. That's actually goated. Okay. All right, fellas. Yeah, I love Kangaskhan. There used to be a Faked Out Last Resort. Kangaskhan used to be a fun like NU strategy. You use Faked Out to like flinch your opponent, obviously, and get some chip damage off. And then Last Resort is a 140 base power. It's a really funny strat. It's very non-versatile. Like you can't do, you know, you literally only have one thing you do with it, right? But it's really fun. Last Resort is a 140, I believe. 140 base power, physical, you know, stab, normal type attack move. And you can just use this over and over and over again because the move can only be used after all the other moves have been used. But if you only have 2 moves on your Kangaskhan, Fake Out and Last, or even like only Last Resort, like it's a lot of fun. Yeah, plus you can go Scrappy on it. Last Resort, I would love to see Smooge or Spidget make a Last Resort like NU Kangaskhan video. It's a lot of fun. It's so brain dead. I feel like it would really be bad at like higher elo is the problem. At low elo, it probably can actually put in work and clean up. At higher or like even mid elo, people know how to play around it. It's harder to get to work. You can even just like protect and like PP stall. There's only one move, so you can just PP stall it down or whatever. Someone's goated. They're fun movies, man. Fun TV show. I think fun is the best way to describe them. Like a lot of us need a lot more fun right now, you know? A lot of us could use a lot more fun. Do 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 do. Okay, I do think. So I've been like sitting in the same spot for like ever. Okay, all right. I do think there, fellas, we're gonna go ahead and call it today. We made a lot of progress on the Ironman account. I think Lunar New Year event prep can actually begin tomorrow, so that's gonna be really cool. Maybe we'll do some like intermediate stuff and like in between stuff, but I think it begins tomorrow. At least like checking, at least seeing what we need for the account and yada yada yada. So a really fun stream today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like the video as always. If you did it means the world to me. Liking helps the algorithm, helps me know you guys want this kind of content. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not. Subscribe to the channel for daily Pokemon videos. I do upload every single day. I just love this game. Happy to be here, guys. Follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below if you're interested. I want to go above and beyond and support the content. YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal and Venmo donations really do allow me to be here. I will see you guys tomorrow for a Tranquil Tuesday stream. I'll see you guys then. But for now, have a good one, guys. Peace, Areno. Thanks for hanging, guys. This was a lot. We got a lot fucking done. Very, very, very productive stream. Very fucking fun stream. Thanks for yapping as always, guys. We're gonna raid someone on Twitch. You want to stick around for like 2 more minutes? You could, you know, spam smiley faces, bring a smile to somebody's face potentially IRL. That'd be poggies. Dude, Karoshi has been putting in the work. Karoshi's been streaming, dude. If you don't know Karoshi is actually the driest PokeMMO player of all time. At one point, Karoshi was 474,000 encounters dry. And it was confirmed by a staff member. If I recall. Insane thing, you know? So, I'll see you guys, though. Have a good one. For now, bye.